into the cave, and in the cave a large battle took place as the residents returned also to take cover from the storm, and unfortunately ripped apart your wagon, Captain. And putting up a brave fight, you made a wise decision and backed off to the corridor at the back. We are still in combat. Malia, it is your turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
Have we got the map?
It should be in images.
I can reshare it.
I'm blind. Don't have a
Oh,
map.
thank you.
Images uncategorized,
Yeah,
and then
I
it's Troll Cave.
Yeah, I'm not running out there.
Okay. So are we running all the way back in? So all the way down?
Let's wait and see if they can get in the tunnel, because if they can, we need to fight in the tunnel so we can do them one at a time.
There could be an exit right down the bottom.
Could be.
I'm just going to move further up, just here. Just think. Oh, why am I targeting Soho? There we go. I'm just going to move there, just in case there's a fight. So.
I mean, what is this cave? It's a fire pit. Trolls don't do fire pits, surely. Not that I know.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot I had to approve your move.
There's no problem.
Prove the move!
That's all I'm going to do for now. I want to see if they fit through the tunnel first.
So, hey.
There's not much we can do right now, is there, until they get a bit closer?
I did complete my training. FYI. And then I was sent
Like 10
then
minutes
I was
later.
sent to fucking Catrick for a year and a half doing fucking guard duty, caught up in the fucking system because they wouldn't send me to fucking battalion because I got a fucked knee.
But he's over it.
Camp. I did battle camp
He's over it now, though. So that's
three
not right.
times I did battle camp. Mate, my shit was packed before the thunder flashes went off. Because I've done it that many fucking times.
No, I remember. I remember you coming away LARPing. But super on edge.
Oh yeah, someone nearly died that night of sneaking into your tent, I remember.
Oh,
He
Phil.
didn't have a tent, he had his bivvy. He was
I
sleeping
was the-
outside under
That's
a bivvy.
it, yeah.
No one
I was
approached
the
him.
most well-trained soldier that was never fucking deployed.
Stat himself, didn't he?
Right, come on Rambo, what you doing?
Oh, I don't know. It's not your war, John. It is now.
Who's that?
PTSD still hitting him hard.
What are we going to do?
You sound like you got a sore throat there, so hey, you sound very different.
Well,
I think we just wait and see if they can get in the tunnel.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to be too close to the entrance, so I'm gonna move down a little bit. I'm gonna move to about there.
Ooh, that squeezed past! Oh, great. Where am I?
Moving back slightly.
You're all going to be shimmying past each other. Excuse me. No, excuse me.
We need something to plug the hole. What better than an orc?
Are you doing anything else, mate?
No.
Half orc, dude, get it right! Okay, I'm just gonna produce flame, ready, and ready action to chuck it at anything that comes around the corner.
Okay. Silas.
Yeah. Gonna wait here. See if they can fit down.
Any ready actions?
Well, swords. I think I might ready if ready to disengage if they do fit down. Run away.
Oh my god!
If they do come down, I won't be able to reach if they get to.
I mean, you got any ranged weapons?
I'll take my bow out. Yeah, ready it. So if they get to Karak, I'll shoot with the bow.
You just put me out my misery. So the troll can't get
That's it, he's just gonna kill it.
back of the neck.
Okay, the Wagoneer does nothing. Troll 2,
Crying over the captain.
20,
Again,
30, and Troll 3.
Even if they can fit in this bit, perhaps they can't fit through that narrow bit right at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Well, they are.
I think we should all back up a bit so that we can, so that I can move back a bit, and we can lure them to this narrow bit.
So where the wolf is, that's where we
Yeah.
want to be.
Yeah, or even further down than that. There's a really narrow bit
Main
just
thing,
where it
yeah.
opens out.
Oh, you see, yeah, right, I see what you mean. I was just
Canis.
I'm just going to move him down the tunnel so
Is
he's out
it-
the way.
Is the bones in the other bit?
I know.
There are
can't-
bones in the back bit, yeah. Moving around.
Shit.
That's a dead lily.
Oh dear.
There could be bones of people who just died here waiting out the trolls.
Yeah.
Chef
they-
Tom's not doing anything.
are they
Wagoneer.
gnawed?
Natalie is crying.
She needs consoling.
Malia.
Okay, I'll move back down the tunnel then if we're going to shimmy down that way.
Okay, it's a bit quieter down this end of the tunnel.
Sorry, that was meant to be 30, not 35. Oh, shit. Oh, I fucked it.
Dripping from above the further you get into the cave.
You stop pinging off the walls.
Oh. That's me tripping over in fear.
Okay, so hey.
Need to move Mario. There you go.
Hey?
It was just a bit of a delay, that was all.
Rich,
What?
she'll go.
He's moved.
Oh,
Just got to approve it. There we go.
I didn't see the line.
Ladies first. So sorry for pushing past you in tight space. Squeezy, squeezy, lemon squeezy. You're a pretty ranger.
Yes.
What is your charisma? What is your charisma, ranger?
13.
13. I see. It's okay looking. 2 drinks. Whereas David is very handsome.
Oh no! So there is a downside. Yeah.
Anything else? So hey.
No, I don't think I've got it. No.
Garak.
Okay. Rolf is going to wander up to Natalie and give her a big lick and
Start
like
holding
plop
the
his
lamp.
head down on her lap.
She kind of moves away a little bit, but then she's seems to be quite deep in grief.
Okay, I am going to move back
Goes
to.
ahead in his fur.
I don't. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll be able to get one hit on me, I think. I'm going to move to there just so I can see whether they come around the corner.
Brave.
Anything else?
Nope. Just ready action again. The my
Understood. With the flame. Silas. The
Yeah,
huge
I'll,
hawk blocking you.
I'll move back a little bit and ready the bow if they get in. Shoot.
There we go.
Shoot around corners.
We should know this
Anything
round.
else?
I didn't quite move me. No, nothing else. Just ready the bow if they get to within range. Shoot.
Okay.
Here we
Troll
go.
2 appears round the corner and then seems to look confused as it can't get any further down.
Alright, I will chuck a fire flame at it with my ready action.
Okay.
So I'll target
Go ahead and
myself.
do that.
And we're going to range
Troll
it to death.
2.
What are you posting?
We'll just cantrip it to death.
I think it'll regenerate before.
Yeah. D4.
If there's spoons in that bag, I'm going to cry.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
we
too
could
scared.
Maybe we could make some arrows out of spoons.
Just look back at Survey. What?
You really think trolls eat with spoons?
It's a miss for
Yeah,
Karak.
it
Your
is.
flame explodes against the wall behind it, and it tries to claw forward at you, but can't get any further.
Okay.
Troll 3.
Looks like we have some
looks at
time.
his friends, and you don't know what happens to Troll 3, so we shall take it off for the time being.
We're still in combat.
Wolf, Canis.
Um,
No, not for the time being.
Okay.
End of combat for the time being.
Let's all move back into the cavern then.
I'll leave the wolf there. Thank you.
I'm going to move Rolf to here. Oh, I can't move him. Yeah, I can.
I'll do it.
I'm going to move him to there.
Oop.
Ooh,
Hey!
what the hell? No, not to that, sorry. Why couldn't I move it? To there. Why can't I grab him? There. And tell him to keep a watch and growl loudly if anything comes around the corner.
Oh.
This is the guy I followed on YouTube for 2 years.
Right. What you doing? So, hey, you're sitting there, or you're looking at YouTube?
It's the only reason I have a heat gun in the garage is because I used to make bows out of PVC tubing.
You are an apocalypse god. Take your fucking turn.
I got called out.
You're an apocalypse god. We all acknowledge it. Now,
Excellent.
let's move on.
Now that's put to bed.
Jesus.
Right, we're having a rest, aren't we? We're having a rest, aren't we?
We are.
Well, I'm going to start searching the cavern for this red bag that I saw before.
Okay, yeah, it's resting up against the entrance like it was before.
I'll go and have a look at it and open it up. Pick it up.
Okay, amid the detritus, you see a red bag, a red shiny leather bag. You unbuckle the buckle and open the flap, and inside there is a scroll and a wooden box.
A wooden box, did you say?
A wooden box. The box is about 6 inches by 8 inches by about 3 inches, and there is a scroll with a gold clasp around it.
Okay, I'll take them both out of the bag. I found something, guys. And I'll unclasp the scroll and roll it.
Ooh.
Recover Martek's sphere of power.
Do you want to read it out?
Yeah, okay.
Do you want me to do it? As GM?
I hope this letter finds you well. I write to you in need of desperate assistance. At long last, my research into the past surrounding the Anarok Desert have at last unravelled the mysteries of Martek. As you know, he passed this mortal realm more than 10 centuries past. His prophecy has merit! ! If the lands are to be spared the devastation, it surely will. A party of heroes is required to recover Martek's sphere of power. Those who you choose must be of brave hearts, for the dangers of the desert are enormous. The desert is named most appropriately. A cunning group, it could be us, will needed also, for the deserts hold many puzzles. Please, wise sage, send to us a group worthy of this task. There is no time for delay. The box I sent with this letter contains a teleportation device that will bring your group to my study when you have chosen them. Place the 5 golden cubes in a circle, the symbols raised upwards, and simply step into the centre to have them come to me. Please, Sage Elminster, I cannot express the urgency. The evil one will break his bonds soon. Yours sincerely, Aman Al-Rakib. Oh my god! Better than a door.
Okay.
Did you run this adventure when we were younger? This rings a bell.
Many, many years ago, we were about 15, maybe 16.
Yeah.
My god.
Well
That's a
remembered.
memory.
Okay.
Excellent memory.
The Paladin, if I remember correctly, and I've still got the figure that I used for it.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Are we going to have to take?
Looks
a
like
nap?
we might have a way out.
I can't remember any of it, so but little bits.
Cool. No, that'd be cool.
Do I recognise the name Aman al-Rakib?
Nope.
Do I recognise the name Elminster?
You make a history check, yeah.
In the tower?
Yes, please. You think you've heard the name before, and you're not sure what in connection with.
Well,
Looks like we've got a way out, everybody.
That was generous.
If this letter is to be believed, I'll open up the box.
Hear the troll moaning down the corridor.
yeah, do it quick.
What have you got there, Natalie?
I'll open up the box.
Okay, inside it there are 5 golden cubes. They are look fairly plain at the minute. No symbols on them or anything.
He put the wrong cubes in the box.
Okay,
Yeah, they're oxos.
It's sitting on the shelves of the 5 cubes.
while I try and set this up, why don't the rest of you search the cave for anything else that might be useful?
Okay, maybe this guy left something else around here.
Good
Right,
idea.
I'll try and clear an area that's big enough for everybody, including Borbus and Natalie and Tom. And I'll place the 5 cubes in a circle that we can all fit in whilst they're searching the cave.
Okay, so as you take the cubes out of the box, you notice the underside of the cube that was against the bottom of the box has a symbol on it on each cube. Each symbol is different. So they look like mystical symbols, and you lay them out around the cavern.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a space in the middle of the cavern now. But if anybody steps in, let me know. Hang on. Is it layers or drawing? What do pointers?
What are you
Draw
trying to
a
do?
circle.
Draw a
Oh,
circle?
I got it.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So if anybody steps in that.
Okay, well, we'll search the rest of the cave first before.
Yeah. Look for any more of his belongings or he
I'm
left
going to look
anything
to
else.
the south east of the cave. Sort of
I'm
down
going to
here.
keep my eye on the tunnel.
A lot of dice. A lot of dice.
Alright. Okay. Up against one of the corners, there's a pile of skeletons, and the way they've been stacked, you get the impression that the trolls didn't do this, and they've been kind of stacked in order. But as you sort of like move them apart, they clatter to the floor, and behind you see a skeleton that's wearing a breastplate. Looks like it's made out of leather.
Oh, everybody.
Everybody except Rich suddenly perks up.
Material possessions I have no need for.
Well, remember that, monk. Next time you try and take some coin.
I am allowed to drink. I am allowed at least one.
Maybe we should take it with us. This might mean something to this Elmin.
Okay, sorry, I could have clarified. That was Malia. That,
Oh, okay.
There's nothing else to do when you are a monk.
I pick it up and show everyone else. Hey, look, guys, look what I found.
Whoa, that's beautiful.
Can I check the pockets to see if there's anything in there?
There's no pockets on the.
Oh.
It's a leather breastplate.
Oh, okay.
Must belong to a woman if there's no pockets.
Maybe the craftsmanship is fine on this piece of armor. Maybe it is magical.
Well, I'll need a rest before I can find out.
enchanted in some way, or
Let's take it with us. Is everybody ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'll fold it up and put it
we
in my
cannot
bag.
take it. Only flesh and bone can travel through the transporter.
You all arrive now.
Like the Terminator.
Everybody must take off all of their clothes.
Tom, Natalie, we've got to step into
What's happening?
We think we've got a way out of this cave.
Yeah,
This is a magical device. It's going to take us somewhere we hope safe.
but the wagons, the horses are outside.
Well, you are free to go and rescue the horses and wagons.
Yeah.
Oh, she just looks over Karak's shoulder at the passageway leading off, and then looks back at you. You see her shoulders slump.
You have to let them go.
These creatures are beyond our power to defeat.
Maybe in a few more levels.
Maybe once we get wherever we're going, we can come back.
Yes,
Yes, maybe.
If the pay is right.
Hey, Rolf, buddy,
Just ignores it.
come to heel.
Okay.
You go, fuck off.
Okay,
I love it, Tom.
let's hope Aman al-Rakib is a man of his word.
Popped.
I'm going to close my eyes and step forwards with Rolf next to me into the circle.
A pile of ash is all that remains.
I want to look at Canis, and he just comes running over to stand by me as I step into the circle.
Okay. Hang on one
Prepare to step in
second.
the circle.
Tom, Natalie, Borbus, come on, let's go. Put all them things out there, learn how to dig.
Okay. So there's a blinding flash of light as you step into the middle of the circle. And I'd like you all to roll a d20, please.
Okay, I did say I had my eyes closed, if that's
In the tower.
impacts anything.
Are we rolling it in the tower?
No.
Oh dear, mine was quite low.
Never mind.
Oh, maybe.
Perhaps we will turn into piles of ash.
You will appear in the toilet.
Okay, Silas.
Oh yeah.
You are befuddled and disorientated in a way scarcely felt before. Stepping into the circle bound by the cubes brings a gut-wrenching feeling. First, there is a flash of light, then intense black. Both are momentary, but then they burst upon your mind. Suddenly, you find yourself in a room of strange architecture, gazing intently at the eyebrows and thinning hair of an aged man, a spellcaster by the look of his robes. Your back is pressed against something, thankfully not solid enough to have caused you any pain when you materialized here. Your chest and legs are forcing the wizard to teeter backwards on his stool. His eyes fly wide open as he sees you appear, and his mouth opens in surprise as he is then bowled over onto the floor. Your balance is upset, your knees are a bit unsteady. You join him, nimbly avoiding crushing the frail old man beneath you. The crash heralds the next member of your party, Karak, who has... Karak. Who has managed to upset the desk upon which the wizard was writing. There's a tinkle of glass and a rush of wind as your friends join you on the floor, striking almost a musical accompaniment to the inarticulate whoops made from a startled old man. There is scarce time to think now as the rest of the party joins you in the study, each one bowling over the last who preceded them. The old man displays a surprising agility as he nimbly scrabbles away, avoiding the ever-widening flood of adventurers that are deposited on his floor. A chime sounds, and the five lead cubes, the cubes that you assume that brought you here, drop onto the floor with a thunk around you. Stepping over and around the bodies arrayed on the floor about him, the old wizard scoops up the cubes into a pouch produced from his belt, tweaks his mustachio and waggles his flaring eyebrows obliviously with delight. My, he beams. Welcome to Bralizar, my hero. So nice to drop in.
Sorry about that. Yeah, didn't mean to upset everything.
Whoa!
No apologies needed.
We're in a bit of a hurry. We had some nasty troll problem.
No problem. Well. We must talk about it over dinner. Fulagam.
I'll look around, make sure that Rolf is okay.
Okay, yeah, Rolf was bowled over like the rest of you, appearing all almost on top of each other. And but he's fine, he's recovered, and he's come over immediately to check you're all right.
Whoa, what a rush!
Look around, make sure everybody's here, including the wagon crew.
Okay, let's. What else have we got? Boom.
Shakalak.
There we go.
Ninjas!
Okay, as he shouts and he starts writing furniture, he's moving around the room, tidying things up. He writes his desk and he's shouting out to through the door to what appears to be an inner courtyard of the building. And he's shouting, Fuigam! Fuigam!
I thought you said it picked up his pubes. But you said cubes.
Maybe he did. Maybe he was not expecting visitors and needed to tidy.
He was shaving.
He was shaving his nether region.
Right.
Yes, yes. Well, take a seat. Find a seat.
I'll start picking up the desk and the chairs and things. Is everybody okay?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Oh, praise Eldeth.
I'll brush
Yeah,
myself
does
off and
Did you leave the box there and the letter
Yeah. Leave the box where?
in the cave?
I've not left the box in the cave. I sent the box in a red satchel with my postman.
Oh, we might have something. Was he wearing a leather breast piece by any chance? Is
He
that the kind-
was, yes.
I'll,
I gave him as a gift.
I'll take the breastplate out of my bag and just hold it up.
I'm afraid your dude is
Oh.
dead, man.
Oh.
I presume
Well,
we have the
this is
pleasure
sad
of
news.
meeting
At
Aman
that
Albuquerque.
moment, at that moment, this creature stumbles in the door.
Ooh.
Whoa! Produce flame.
Okay. No need. This is Fuigam. He is my bodyguard and house servant. Say hello, Fuigam. He just looks at you and raises his
Do I
eyebrows.
recognise the race of creature?
Make a is it nature check? I guess.
Probably.
I don't know. Nature, yeah. Do a nature check. Okay. Yes, it's a hill giant. He is very large.
Whoa.
Wow.
Pretty sure I can speak Hill Giant.
So you
that's the other language you
By
haven't
the end of the
chosen.
adventure, you've assigned 63 languages.
Was that from the
I've not
YouTube
assigned me
video?
5 languages yet, boys.
He knows how to say I can make arrows from spoons in 73 languages.
No, Fuigam, please. Refreshments for my friends here. 2 more chairs and a dustpan and brush, please, for the broken glass over there. Please take a seat. Take a seat. Take a seat.
We came through wounded. I don't suppose you have any.
So wonderful.
I'll sit down and start packing my pipe. I need a smoke after this.
I don't suppose you have any means of tending to our wounds. Do you? We had a bit of.
Yes, of course.
Hey man, I can help with that a little. I'm going to cast heal on Silas. Cure wounds.
Okay.
That's level
There's no
1.
tripping cave noises anymore.
I'll do the same, but I'll do it on myself.
I'd rather beaten up.
I think I've got action.
Oh, whoa!
Cure wounds.
That was pretty good. Thank you.
Hey, Eldath is a generous lady, man.
Well, thank you. Garrick.
I mean, she's a generous lady, man, not a generous lady, man.
That links in with our conversation earlier.
Oh dear.
That's a bit better.
All very confusing. Maybe Sohei need to lie down.
Well, sit, lie, sit, whichever suits you. Please. Time is of the essence.
I'll start passing my crow pipe around to everybody.
Is this about the letter then that you were? Where was it going?
Most definitely. I've sent 4 such messages to Sage Elminster, but none of them seem to have arrived.
Yes. What is it you're expecting from us?
What expecting from you? You're here to help, yes. Elminster sent you.
No, dude,
maybe.
we escaped Troll Cave. We found this on your dead messenger.
Then we are doomed. We're surely doomed then.
We were on our way to Brasila.
We need more wine. We're doomed.
Wine, you say?
Yeah, more wine sounds good, man.
Maybe we should see what our new friend has to say. Maybe we should not be so hasty.
We were being sent to meet someone in Brasila, wasn't it? The guy was the guy who was running the inn in Flam.
Oh right. Oh well, I know nothing of this.
Oh, well, he said
Oh,
we
yeah,
were going to be working for
Fatmar.
somebody, didn't he?
Markov.
Yeah. We were going to be working for somebody who we were going to meet in Brasila, but I don't know if this has got anything to do with it. My head is
Well,
blown.
the only inn that is decent around here is the Golden Palm, which is just up the road there. But that is, well, I'd say make the most of it before the desert's destroyed.
What?
What? What are you talking about, man?
Did you read the letter?
Yeah, it didn't make much sense. There was
Well,
ravings of a lunatic. Oh, you wrote it right.
He raises one of his eyebrows at you. Okay, so after discovering yourself in this sitting room, the wizard, he really is, obviously, he's troubled by something, but he is very pleased that you've turned up. And you notice on the wall behind him, now I've got to find this, is it 6'2"?
Have a look at the wall behind us.
Okay. Hang on.
As if by magic.
Shopkeeper appeared.
Appears.
Okay, you notice on the... There we go. On the wall behind him, a map of what looks to depict a arid desert. And he's pointing over his shoulder at it. This place, it's doomed, I tell you. Centuries ago, Martek, centuries, you read in the letter. He was the Grand Vizier of Rorin, and he was quite simply one of the greatest mages of all time. But this was over 1,000 years ago, you know, and there was stories about this, and I didn't know it was true, but I have found the truth, and I told Elminster because it is true. Martek did imprison an Efreet of great power. But because the Efreet had such great power, he realized that the Efreet, it's going to get free. It's going to release itself. It's so strong. It would gather evil to it like magnets, gather steel, and it will be simply an apocalypse. But I seem to feel that I have the right group for apocalypses. He looks at Sohei. And he goes on to say, he also foresaw, though, not only would this Efreet come out and decimate the desert in its vengeance for being trapped for 1,000 years, he saw that he could minimize that danger from the vengeful Efreet if he was somehow able to be brought back to life at the proper moment to fight it. And so he set up this magical quest, and I've uncovered it. I know the path that must be taken, and his hope was that a band of heroes, just like yourselves, would come and embark on this quest 1,000 years later, set him free at the right moment, and he would fight the Ifrit and save the desert. And so he enchanted 5 star gems, and he called them the Great Star Gems. Surprisingly good name. And all of these would be necessary to gain entrance to Martek's tomb and to resurrect him. And he scattered these all around the desert, and he points over his shoulder at the map. And he gave them to sheikhs, pharaohs, other rulers. So bear in mind, remember, this was 1,000 years ago. We're talking about bloodlines broken, wars. What's happened in the meantime has been massive. But he scattered them amongst these people. And he gave magical instructions as well as to how the gems can be used, and place clues with these people as well, and in their bloodlines. And knowing that at a later stage, someone like me, someone of genius, would uncover this. And he engineered the imprisonment of a great jinn, also to combat the Ifrit and help him when he wakes. And this would act as a safety valve in case the heroes fail. But we're doomed. Unless someone could go and find these star gems, set him free to fight the Ifrit, then surely the Ifrit will bring terrible vengeance on the desert and its peoples.
My man, I didn't understand most of that.
Well, he's very hyper.
Hey, Silas, it's not just the desert, dude. Everything is connected. Right?
Okay.
If the desert's destroyed, just imagine the effect it's going to have on the forests and the plains and the hills. Everything's connected, man, in a great big, beautiful pattern.
But even like the forests and the hills, like thousands of miles away.
Yeah, man. It's all part of nature, right?
But nature...
It's all connected, dude.
Well,
yeah,
how?
well, I mean, could you be these? Could you be these heroes?
I bring one hand up to my chin, sort of rubbing it slightly. So where would one start looking for these gems?
Well, one would start in the Golden Palm, because you need healing, and that's where we go for healing around here. The spas at the back of the palm are known and for their healing qualities. So you need to visit there first, and then when you're refreshed, you come back here and we talk about how this quest shall begin.
Right.
Well, I don't know if this dude has a full box of spoons.
Okay, so the hill giant comes back in as you're talking this, and he passes round. He's got a tray holding it like a waiter. He's got a towel draped across his arm. He looks almost civilized, and then you realise it's a hill giant. And he doesn't say a word. He walks round, nimbly dodges in the small room, everyone, and hands out a glass that holds out his tray to you with full of glasses of wine.
Thank you.
I'll nod as I take one. And give him a smile.
I'll grab one.
Give it a sniff before I drink it.
Okay, yeah, you sniff it. Do you have any skill in detecting?
That's
That's a no.
I've got the half skill proficiency in every single skill I'm not proficient in. My jack of all trades. So a little bit of medicine, a little bit of investigation. I've got perception.
Got rid of my drawings.
But not brewing.
Okay, so it smells like a fairly nice wine. You can't tell anything in it apart from wine.
You know. I'll sit.
Okay, yeah, tastes lovely.
The Golden Palm, you say?
Yes, it's just up the street now. He gets up and wanders over to his desk.
Well, perhaps we should retire there and have a chat between ourselves.
Hang on one second. Don't know. I've nearly found it.
I'm never one to turn down a free bath.
Hey, Borbus, Natalie, when you headed to this tavern anyway?
Okay, he pulls out from the stack of papers. Here, yes, here, and he hands it to you, Karak. This is a map of Brilizar. We're here, and he points. See in the bottom right hand side, there's a house with looks like a nicely tended garden.
Yeah, it should have him.
Just north, just
There we go.
above where it says North Knife Pass.
Yeah.
Loading. Pop. Say where? Say again.
So, in the bottom right-hand corner where it says 2 North Knife Pass, just above that, there's like a house in like a little garden.
Oh, yeah.
He points at that and he says, we're here, and the Golden Palm, if you go up 1, 2, 3, it's the one with the steps outside the front, same side.
I see.
I see.
That's the Golden Palm. And one thing about this map is it's on its side. So north is to the right, south is to the left.
The building above North Knife Pass is what? Where we are, or where the tavern is?
Yeah, the one with the nice garden is where you are at the minute. He says, you're here. And then 2 buildings above, there's a building that stands on its own with steps out the front. Big building. Not the circular one. Just 3 buildings up from his cottage.
Got you. Okay, let's go. Let's talk this out.
Well, yes, you're not going to finish your wine?
It's already finished, man.
Gulp. Knock it back. Fine vintage.
It's been a hell of a
Please
day.
come back when you're well refreshed, and we will discuss your acceptance of the quest. And he smiles at you and nods his head.
Not back. Thank you. Right, let's go. Get away from this crazy man.
Who wants to save a desert?
I told you, man. It's not just the desert. Everything is connected, dude.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes, of course, it will upset the balance. It's all about the balance.
I'll tell you what's connected.
Who has told me much of the balance?
Okay.
I'll tell you what's connected to the desert. The roads out of it.
Let's continue this conversation over a beer in the Golden Palm.
Why would we go for our beer when it's perfectly fine and free?
We'll see you later. Walk out, grab my things. Come on, Tom.
Okay.
I'll nod at the breastplate as I pass Malia, as sort of gesturing to take it with us.
I'll pick it up and fold it back up, put it in my bag, and head out the door.
Okay, he doesn't. He sees you do it. Doesn't make any comment.
Maybe you could tell us where we could find some arrows.
That would be useful.
Yes, the bazaar is marked on the map. There's plenty. Head down there, have a wander around the stalls and the small open front houses that are stores. Yes, you'll find some, of course.
Very good.
Right, drinks first, then arrows. And I head out the door.
Yeah, we'll leave. Come on, Rolf.
For our ranger, you have your priorities. I think back to front.
Are you going to be okay, Borbus, Natalie, Tom?
Well, we're in Brazil. She looks at Borbus, and he kind of looks and shrugs and says, I suppose we go to the merchant's quarter and go to our faction here, where we normally go when we arrive.
Or maybe you should report to someone what happened to the convoy, and then maybe they can send out a patrol to go and help.
There's bound to be the watchmaster on at the merchant's place. I'll go and speak to him.
Well,
could you show us on the map where your compound is?
Yeah, sure, it's here. He points. See where it says fenced-in corral?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
That's where the wagons arrive and leave, where all the horse and animal trading is done as well.
Okay, let's head out to the Golden Palm.
Okay, so you go up to the Golden Palm. A low building of brilliant white opens onto the street. Standing beside and in front of the building are tall palms set in large stone tubs. The branches arch over the doorway to form a shielded entrance. It is apparent from its construction that this was once a temple, but the sign hanging on the pillar in front indicates that its function has now changed. This is the Inn of the Golden Palm. Within the large common room is the large common room is well appointed and illuminated. Hang on, let me share it. In the courtyard, there is a pool and a bar area with doors to the right and left that seem to probably go to accommodation. There are small gardens dotted around. The room smells faintly of incense and fresh sun-dried linen. And as you walk in, all please make a perception check, please.
Lovely. Yeah. Come on. Pop.
Ah. Yeah, bomb. Oh, I think I'm supposed to drag it down from the thing, aren't I? I've forgotten how to play. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, let me move the map out of the way. It's just covering one digit. Okay, Sohei, Silas, Malia. Okay, Karak, Malia, and Sohei, not Silas.
Damn it.
You walk into the entrance. There's a really chilled out atmosphere here. There's this slight dripping of water from a fountain that's dripping in the corner of the pool. It seems really chilled out. There's hardly anyone around. There's just a couple of people who are sat at a table south of the pool who are, let's move your characters on so you can see where you are.
Ooh.
I'm big again. Why am I always big?
Because it's doing it as the creature that you change into, still for some reason. Okay, you three, you walk in and immediately Silas is distracted by a bikini or a
mirror.
palm leaf endowed lady who's by the pool.
Hello.
And seems distracted. But you three hear something very distinct and it shocks you.
I think we know that voice.
Mark up?
What?
Oh, you made it! Come on.
What are you doing here, man?
Lady.
I'm serving. Oh.
I'll walk over to the bar.
Yeah.
Lady.
I'll take a seat on the
Silas
table.
is in Ross mode again.
Hey, ladies.
Lady. So,
Yeah.
you work here?
I want to sit at the table, but I'm going to sit on it sideways so I'm facing the bar.
Okay.
You want to see my pipes?
Jeez.
He's tartan sack.
Well, it's good you could make it.
How did you get here, man?
My benefactor thought you lot might need an eye keeping up.
It reminds me of that bloke from Men in Black, the one that squeezed into the human's body, the alien.
Well, while you're here, get us something to drink, dude.
Yeah, drinks all round. Get a table. Some of you look not too good. Healing spa is over there. And he points to the front right-hand corner where it says Garden Court.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Those leaves look rather heavy. You sure I can't hold them for you?
She smiles at you.
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay.
This is totally not noticed to everybody.
He's trying to get his leather pants on because in the desert, his legs are sweating.
He uses talc.
Okay. So also comes around the corner. There is a. Where are we? Okay. There's a woman with dark olive skin, and although from you look at her, you think probably she's about mid-40s. She's in excellent shape, and her olive-coloured skin makes her look much younger than she is. She's got long, dark hair and strides over to the bar and says to Mar, "Get the guests served, Mar, and then one of the massage rooms needs clearing. Fresh towels, please." He looks at her and she looks at you lot and says, "Hello, I'm Takuna. Pleased to meet you. I own this place."
Nice to meet you, Takuna.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
When you say olive skin, I presume you mean sort of brown olive, not olive like green like me.
No, not
Strange, isn't it?
not olive green. No, traditional Spanish-looking type.
Okay.
I'll ask this woman. Hey, what's your name? I have to go, but maybe we can meet up later.
She kind of looks over at the bar staff and says, "Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm Maria."
Okay, Maria. Might see you. Catch you around.
She goes back to waving the palms.
Stay healthy. Don't die.
Oh, he drinks. He puts out.
Easily experienced.
He puts out 4 glasses of what looks to be like clear liquid that is got bubbles rising up.
Not
through
that
it.
far, is it?
I'll sniff
They're
it
long,
and then
long, tall glasses.
sniff it and then taste it.
Okay, you taste it. It's cold, and which is the first thing that shocks you. But it's in this oppressive heat. It's welcome. The heat in the even on the outskirts of the desert, it's pretty intense. You're talking probably about 35 degrees heat at the minute.
Oh, this is nice,
so-
man. Bring us some
Yeah.
more.
It's cold, it's refreshing, and it bubbles. It tastes a little bit like perhaps lemons.
Oh, damn mine.
After seeing Carrick drink, I'll take a sip of mine and then drink.
Okay, it's really refreshing. Karak, even though it's very refreshing, you are
Dead.
no, you're still feeling a little bit achy, as are you, Malia, and you feel that perhaps a massage or something in the spa wouldn't be a bad idea.
Free drinks.
I'm just going to take the weight off for a bit while we have a chat. And then...
asked for money. He just puts them out on the bar again.
Oh, I'll grab
So,
one.
where are you staying?
Do you have any rooms here, man? I don't know how long we're going to be here for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got plenty of rooms there at the Golden Palm.
Well, okay, so I think we need to decide what we're going to do after we're rested.
Yeah.
I guess head back to that crazy old
Yeah,
dude and
I think-
see what he wants.
If there's anything in what he says, man, I got to do something. We can't let the great connection be broken, man.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do. We'll hit the shops as well, because we'll need supplies to save the world, obviously.
First things first, I'm going to get healed. I'm going to go over to this room down here and relax.
What about you, Sobe?
Okay.
It was that room, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was. Okay, roll a d6, please. You spend about an hour in there. It's very calm in there. There's running water. You sit in a low pool with round stones on the bottom, and it just feels really chilled out. And there's very calming atmosphere. Roll a d6, please, Molly.
In the castle or just
No.
chat? Okay.
Okay, get back 4 hit points. I'll do that.
Thank you.
Okay.
What about you, Sohei? You up for some adventure? Lost treasures, ancient tombs?
So I have nothing else better to do at the moment, so yes, I suppose so.
I'll go and see if I can find a massage then. In the healing area. I presume that's the same area that Mally went to, is it?
My path is your path.
So, hey, you hear Fatmar say,
What was that, sir?
well, it was just, you guys, just looks like you're going to go and help old Aman.
Well, yes, I think so.
Well, I thought I was going to have to offer you this. And he lifts out a big bag of jingling coins and puts it on the...
Oh shit, I've just left as well.
The temple thanks you for your donation.
No, not so fast, not so fast. You come back with Martek's crown, we're sorted.
Okay. How big does that bag look? Can I make an estimation of?
Make a... oh gosh, what would it be? To estimate...
Perception
I mean,
or
obviously
insight or investigation?
Maybe I just sell the crown, fat man. How you fucking like
I think investigation. No...
Maybe the crown worth more than that boxy bag of gold you're holding.
You reckon there might be about 500 gold in there?
Shit.
If it's gold. It could be copper for all you know, but from the size of the coins, you reckon the bulges in the side, you reckon it's probably gold.
Fatmar, maybe you could just show us what's inside, just, you know, if you really want to convince us. But cool, you know, that could be copper.
Well, he didn't say that I couldn't offer it to you. So, yeah, if you're successful, you can have it. He opens it up and it's definitely gold. Even lets you swirl your hand around in it.
Oh, I haven't got slight. Oh, I have got. No.
I say to Carrick, I don't want to leave those boys out there too long. They might get themselves in trouble. I'm going to head back out and see what they're up to.
Okay, they'll be alright.
Roll D6, please, Neil.
Why do I get a massage?
Yeah, roll D6 after about an hour.
I'm going to head
Get
back
back
out.
6, you're back to normal.
So,
I need to take 5 minutes at some point, mate, if that's okay.
Okay.
That's no in.
Well, we can. Let's do that now, whilst you guys talk and discuss about what you're going to do.
Talk and discuss.
Okay.
Soe is going to go and relax on a lilo or whatever they have in the pool with a drink.
Yeah, they have floating reed mats, and
Yes.
you do try it, and it does seem to work. Especially someone with your agility and nimbleness, it's you just find the central balance easy. You just kind of almost step onto it as it floats into the pool, and you sit down as it's moving out away from the side.
I am taking a short rest. Games master.
Okay, I'm going to have my massage
Looking around.
and
Shall I assign
take
a
a
short
quick
rest, short
AFK.
rest for everyone?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
What was that? Sorry, Mark.
There we go. So you're taking a short rest. You
Okay.
can heal yourself with a hit dice. You show how to do that, Rich?
He's gone AFK.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just nipping AFK
Okay,
as
so
well. Be right back.
on your main page of your character sheet,
Yep.
you will see at the very bottom it says HD, and there's 2 pictures of dice, or there's a picture of 1 dice there.
Yep.
Yeah, just double click it. See how the number's gone down now, so you've got less of them, but it's giving you 4 hit points back, and it's
Okay.
rounded it up. 6 hit points back because you get +2. So you've now got no.
Fantastic.
You can use any of those dice that you've got available when you take a short or long. When you take a short rest, when you take a long rest, you automatically heal.
Okay.
Right. Okay. AFK. Just a second. Seeing as they're AFK.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a drink.
Emma.
You alright, Roo? Can you keep it a bit calmer, please? Thank you. Take a deep breath. So take a deep breath. Calm down. Roo. Chill a little bit, please.
Emma. Yeah. Totally. So I tell you. Whoa.
Oi! Getting salty! I'm back.
eBay.
Right, I gave a warning to Neil, but you guys weren't around, so you wouldn't have heard it. The session might be a little shorter tonight because I've been really busy with work all week and I've not had a chance to prepare encounters past a certain point.
That's no problem.
Cool.
Fine, mate.
Okay.
Is everyone back? Nope.
No, we're just waiting on now.
Okay. General.
Poor God, Captain would have been alive if if Neil had checked that bag out when I first told him about it.
It's all his fault.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
I was just saying, Neil, how's the realisation
Mm-hmm.
that the wagon captain would have survived if you'd have checked out of that red bag when you first saw it?
Try not to think about it.
What a bummer.
Yeah. Ooh. Can I tell what sort of time of day it is, Mark?
Yeah, it's the skies here are just brilliant blue. There's not a cloud in the sky. The sun's baking down, and you can tell very easily from the position of the sun where it is. It's not hard to judge at all. It's currently about 2 hours earlier than it was when you were in the cave. So that's about, what time was it? That was about 6 p.m. So it's about 4 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Blazing hot though still.
Okay. When I come back from my massage, I'll arrange with Markov.
Well, maybe about 5 because you spent an
Okay.
hour getting massages. Sorry.
I'll arrange with Markov for us to have some rooms for tonight at least.
Alright. Just come see me for your key later.
Nice. What else is free? What else is free around here to the heroes of future heroes, of course.
Nowhere. Gonna pay for everything like in a normal place, haven't you? I mean, come on.
I recommend the massage, man.
Yeah, massage is good. Yeah, Fat Mar's back.
How much is that?
I like something else whilst you're staying at the Golden Park.
Oh yeah. I'll take one of them then. Sure.
Perhaps your friend with the frond leaves could give you a massage.
Oh yeah. Hey, does Maria do massages?
Maria, she works for a private individual.
Oh, she isn't one of the general staff? She's
No.
Hey, Silas, perhaps Markov does massages.
She's paid at the minute to keep that spot cool, ready for when a master comes.
Oh. Who? I mean, forgive me for asking, but who's this master of hers?
He's Algelida. He's the guildmaster of the Sand Voyagers Guild.
Oh, Sand Voyagers. What's this guild do then?
They run all the caravans across the desert from here up to the Palm, the Oasis of the White Palm, and north over the North Knife Pass.
So they know. I guess they know a lot about the desert and its settlements and things.
Yeah. Well, I would have thought so. Yeah.
Guys, I think I've got ourselves a contact who can get us some information.
I'm going to look at that. Is that group still on that table to the south of us?
Yes.
What do they look like? Do they look like traders? Just civilians?
Okay, they're all sitting around. They've got robes on, and the robes around their necks seem quite voluminous and loose-fitted. You reckon they could be pulled up into a hood? And they're sitting there and enjoying the same sort of drinks that you guys were. They're quietly chatting to each other.
Okay, I'm going to wander over to the table.
4 men, about the same age, probably. You would say about mid-20s.
Can I wander over?
I haven't got counters for them.
That's
They're on
okay.
the table.
Hey, my dudes, can I buy you a drink?
Well, we have enough drinks here, thank you.
My friends and I might be heading out into the desert, and we're not used to traveling in such places. I was wondering if you had any advice of equipment we might need, or...
Okay, he's looking up at you, and next to him there's what looks to be some form of glass bottle ornately carved with bulges in it, and there's a pipe coming, what looks like a cable almost coming out of it with a really posh silver end on it, and he's got it in his mouth, and he seems to be puffing smoke through it, and you can see bubbles coming up in the bottle. Says, well, we're part of the guard here.
Oh, okay. It's my first time in Brazilar. So if we were to head out into the desert, what advice would you give us?
Well, if you can, travel with, as far as you can, travel with one of the Sand Voyagers Guild caravans for the protection. My unit, the Dupari Lancers, we protect the trading. There is a lot of strange stuff out in that desert.
I'll point at what I presume is a hookah pipe. The
Yes.
hookah pipe. I say, hey man, you mind if I try some of that? Here, you can try some of mine. I'll offer him my crow pipe.
Well, he kind of looks you up and down and looks at the end of his thing, and he's like, well, I don't think, and he clicks at Fatmar and points at the hookah pipe, and Fatmar comes over with one for you.
Okay, I'm going to sit down, and if they don't protest me sitting down,
They don't?
I'm just going to chat to them and see if I can pick up any information about the desert, hints on clothing or equipment to take, that kind of thing.
Okay, so you find out a few things. make a charisma check to see how many.
Oh, shit. That's okay. Charisma.
Oh, that is a decent charisma. Okay, so one of the guards tells you that there's been rumours of fighting in the desert not far from the Sacred Palm. He hopes that it's not a signal for an outbreak of war, and then he goes on to explain that sometimes you get local leaders and sheikhs who do war on each other. It's very tribal almost out here. He says that there's definitely slavers operating in the desert, and he wonders if they've got something to do with stirring up the trouble.
I'll spit on the ground at the mention of slavers.
Yeah. He tells you that there's a guard post to the north that requires a special pass issued by the Dapari Lancers. If you're not allowed to pass unless you have one.
How would one go about getting one of those passes?
Well, you'd need to speak to the Alam Pasha, Burak. He's the hetman of Brelizar.
Thanks, dude. I'm going to try the hookah.
Okay.
Okay, and then just pass the time. I'm going to ask him if he's heard the prophecy of Martek.
Was what? The Ifrit? Him and his friends look at each other and laugh.
Yeah, I know. I'm a collector of old stories. Under the lands.
Rumours made to bring bloody tourists to the desert, but who wants to come to this for godforsaken shithole?
Oh man, it's beautiful out here.
Well,
It's just floating around in the bowl.
yeah, he is.
It's lovely.
Just bobbing around.
Okay, I'll give them my name, see if I can get theirs, and thank them, and then wonder about.
Okay, they give you their names.
Okay.
Well,
I'd like
nice to meet you. Safe journeys. But go with the caravan as far as you can, and go and see the Alam Pasha Burak the hetman, before you go.
We will. Thanks, my dudes. Eldath, watch over you.
Whoever that is, you also. And he raises his glass of lemonade to you.
Okay.
Go with the caravan as far as you can. Go with the caravan as far as you can. But make sure you see the hetman.
I'll relay the information to everyone. So we need to see the headman. We need to go to this. What was it, Dave? You were saying the caravan people.
Neil, he said hetman,
Hetman. Sorry.
not headman.
What were you talking about? Some caravans, Silas?
Yeah, apparently, I made made a bit of a connection with that beauty down there. She works for the Caravan Guild, or the master of the Caravan Guild. So might be able to hook us up.
The Sand Voyagers.
So the Sand Voyagers Guild.
Okay, I'll explain about the fact we'll need a pass to get past this guard thing, so we need to see the hetman at some point if we decide to head off after talking to Al-Rakib.
Yeah, it really sounds like you're buying into this, Garrett.
I don't know, I haven't made my mind up yet, man, but if there is any truth to it, I've got to do something. I can't let the great cycle be put out of bounds.
Well, you might. Did you see that big bag of gold that... What's his name? Fat, is it Fat Mark? Because I called him Fat Mark once, and it looked like he wanted to punch my face.
Markov.
Markov, thank you. Yeah, well, did you see that big bag of gold that Markov had?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Did Sohei see it?
Don't worry, that Markov guy didn't give it to us. He said it was ours.
Good.
It was ours. It was going to be a reward for do it if we get this crown thing.
Hey, man, that's all good, but if we can stop the destruction of such a beautiful natural environment...
I'll just look at you strangely. Beautiful? What have you seen? It's just sand.
It's just a different kind of beauty, man. You have to look at it. Here, have a smoke on this.
No, thanks. No, I don't. But yeah.
Alright, guys, I think first things first, we need to go and get some more ammo and a few more supplies.
Yay, let's go shopping.
Garrett's off his face.
It's fine here.
Hey, so hey, man, we're going shopping. You coming?
Mm,
I'll splash some water at him.
Come on, Sohei.
My God, he's drowning.
No, he's well in balance on that thing. He's not coming off that.
Hey, Rolf, go and jump on Sohei there.
Okay, so Rolf runs over to you and looks at you and you can see the playfulness in his eyes.
Go on, buddy. Go jump
And
on
he
him.
runs
Wake him up.
over, full bore, and man, that bear can move. Get out, he just leaps straight into the pool and is about to land on Sohei. But yet, in his chilled out state on the pool, Sohei has his Zen activated. And your bear bounces off seemingly an invisible barrier and splashes into the pool next to him.
Yeah, good boy, Rolf.
Not disturbed at all.
Come on, let's
I
go
gotta
get a shot.
admire that dude's chill.
I believe Malia needs some more arrows.
Definitely do.
Let's go.
I will come with you. Maybe there is something I might like myself.
Hey, maybe you could.
Rolf swims and gets out and shakes himself off like a big shaggy dog.
Did you bring any of those trinkets with you, Sohei? You were trying to sell. Maybe you could find somebody in this bazaar to sell them to.
Why, I have gold now. I can buy. I do not need trinkets.
I thought the money was for the
Pardon?
temple.
He's big sus.
I raise an eyebrow and cross my arms.
Yes, the money is for the temple minus expenses.
And labour charge, of course.
Risky business.
Okay, so
I think rest of party should mind their business. I want
so you head out of the Golden Palm
Give
and
me a
onto the main boulevard, which heads east to west and west to east. The town is dominated by this broad east-west road paved with white marble, which is 60 feet wide and bordered with sidewalks 12 feet wide. The roadway centre is slightly higher than its edges. There are 1 foot tall curbs and separate roads, a separate road from the sidewalks. Along this boulevard lie the estates of important villagers. From their size, if their size is any indication, fucking hell. Each is surrounded by a wall of decorative brickwork, a visual barrier more than a protective one. Behind the walls stand trees and shrubs, and the tinkle of fountains can be heard. Between the estates, here and there, run narrow alleys connecting the boulevard to the less magnificent structures in the city. Chief among these is the road centered to the south, which acts as the bazaar. At the eastern end of the boulevard, the main routes out of Brelizar may be found passing before the huge administrative building.
Say that again. I wasn't listening.
Never gonna happen, brother.
This place is pretty nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not bad
I'm
for a
going to have a quiet word with Rolf. Tell him to keep an eye out, and I'm just going to keep an eye out as well. Make sure we're not as obvious foreigners in this place. We're not being followed by any ne'er-do-wells
so
or
it's
anything.
about 5 p.m. The main boulevard, there are a few people walking up and down it. There's one horse and cart. It seems to be fairly quiet, but it is a large boulevard. It would take a lot of people to fill it. The road leading down to the bazaar, on the other hand, is thronging. There are lots of people standing around outside shops chatting. There's music being played from somewhere. There's a bar on the street that people are drinking at. There's shopkeepers who are sat on a chair next to their table outside their shop front, and it's very busy.
Okay, I'm going to keep a close eye on my pouches.
I'm gonna sample sample some of the local delicacies, like I don't know, scorpion on a stick or something. Whatever.
I'd like to look for an
As
armourer.
I move through the bazaar, I will.
I'm going to also keep an eye out for any strange creatures like hyenas or scorpions and things like that, because I have to have seen something to be able to shapeshift into it.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, go on, say that again, mate.
I'm keeping an eye out for any strange creatures that I haven't seen before, because to be able to wild shape into something, I need to have seen it before.
Okay, all right, no worries. Okay, so you go down the shops. There seems to be a place that sells baskets, harnesses. There's a place that seems to sell camping gear and tents. There's several dried meats and food places. Lots of places selling nuts and dates, grain. There seems to be a shop that sells trinkets, one that sells rugs, statues, horse stuff, traveling. There seems to be near the south end. There seems to be things seem to get a little less seedy again and a bit more like the main run, with some larger houses with what look to be well-tended gardens on the roofs. And near that end, there's a gem store, seems to be a blacksmith, a silversmith, a little bit more posh end of the bazaar at that end up there.
I'm going to buy a big straw hat to keep the sun off me.
I'd like to look for
It's
an
just
armourer.
teeming with life and trade, the noise of people talking, and
I'm gonna keep my eye out for an armourer. See if I can see a sign, a picture of an armour or something. Maybe there's a more a military kind of or smithing kind of area to this bazaar. Listen for the sound of metal being struck or anything.
You definitely you see a blacksmith.
Okay, I'll wander. Is he out in the open or is he?
Okay, so the blacksmith is. Let me tell you which one it is.
I'll follow.
Okay, like I say, it's nearer down the far end. See where the fenced-in corral is with the dots and the lines? Just above that, there's a tiny little building in the corner of the corral.
Right.
And then there's one above it that joins to meet the bazaar. It's that house. That's the blacksmith. So there's steam rising out of a chimney that comes out into the alleyway, and you can hear. It's a fairly open fronted shop. You can see the forge in the back, and there's an anvil that's almost half in the street. And there's a blacksmith there, tall guy, well muscled, wearing just a leather apron and some trousers. Yeah, let me finish the sentence.
I thought you were going to start with the intro.
And he's hammering away. There's a distinct chink of the blacksmith.
17. Right, I'll walk up to him. Speaking in common. Good day, sir. Good day.
Hello.
I'm looking
What do you want?
I'm looking to trade up on this. This leather jerkin I'm wearing. Have you got anything ready made at all? For something?
Well, I mean, leather's pretty warm to wear in a desert.
Yeah, I was thinking. Something.
Normally, I know it sounds weird, but normally metal's the coolest thing with some layer in between.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking of something metal. Yeah, maybe.
I got some chain over there. Have a look around. He waves you over to us. You see several there is seems to be no leather breastplates or anything like that. There are lots of robes with reinforced chain parts and reinforced shoulder guards, that kind of stuff. There's a couple of shirts of chain.
Have you seen that stuff they've got where it's the overlapping like scales of mail?
Scale mail, yeah. That's a bit more expensive though. I've got that in the back over there.
Is it? Could you see if there's anything that fits me in scale? Please. Thank you.
Puts down his hammer, gives you an appraising look, and doesn't storm off, but stomps off to the back of the shop. But he's really pissed at you. No, he's not. Still, you got his rhythm. And he comes back out with, he chucks to you a scale mail. He says, "This should fit."
What? Do you mind if I'll take off my leather? Hold this. I'll see if it fits me.
Yeah, you'll need to put a layer on. He chucks you like what seems to be some sort of cotton undershirt that is padded, and chucks it to you.
All right.
You'll need to wear that underneath it, or you'll just sweat and rust it.
Okay. I'll try them on, see if they fit. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you try it on. Yeah, it fits. He's obviously got a good eye.
So, what kind of price are we looking for then for this? The game
about 50 gold.
Yeah. How about if I throw in my this set of leather here? It's not too damaged. Maybe.
Where are you from, mate?
We're over in Moonsea.
Right. Got you. They're obviously not too hot on listening down in Moonsea. How many times have I told you we can't sell leather here?
Oh God, yeah. Well, maybe maybe you could find some use for the leather. Cut it down or anything. I'm certainly not going to need it.
Maybe you could find more use for the leather than he has. Maybe to protect you when you trip and fall.
On spoon. You okay?
Sohei could make arrows out of it.
I was thinking, how about something like 45? Is that all right?
I can do 45, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Scale mail, 45 on this cotton. Yeah,
Okay,
45.
drag a set of scale mail across and mark off the 45, please.
Yeah. I'll chuck him the leather because I don't need it. And it's only going to weigh me down.
He nods at you and says thanks and just lays it down on some sheepskins next to him.
Hello, my good man. My name is Sohei Tachuken. Maybe you have time to sharpen my sword for me, good sir.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give it here. Okay, so instead of just going straight to at the back of the blacksmith, there's like a big stone wheel. Next to it, there's a pedal. But he goes to walk over to that, and he gets your blade though, and he puts it in a barrel next to the forge. He holds it in the water for a while, and then he puts it in the forge, probably only for about 20 seconds or so. And then he pulls it out and starts pressing on the lever and starts sharpening. Sparks are flying everywhere. He sharpens your sword for you and brings it back once he's done. There you go.
Thank you.
That'll be 2 silver, thanks.
Here you go, good sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Takes it off you. Can I help you gentleman or lady with anything else?
Yes, I was hoping I could purchase some arrows, if that's possible.
You're probably better. Oh, arrows. You're probably better off heading down to see Archimedes. He's further down the way. Adventuring gear. Oh no, hang on. It's not Archimedes, is it? It's Kerber. That's right, Kerber. Head north a bit. He's you'll notice it's the one with all the tents in the. He's got a lot of adventuring gear in there.
Has he got the player's guide open and he's flicking through it for the?
No.
Mark, I'm going to look around and see. I want to buy some clothing that will fit me. That's similar in nature to the clothing that the locals are wearing, and I'm also looking for one of those sort of head scarves like the guards in the palm were wearing. See if I can find something like that.
Okay, you find it very easily. There's a clothing store on the eastern side, on the same side as the blacksmith's, a bit further along.
Okay.
A small store. You walk in, it's very cramped, but there's racks and racks of robes everywhere.
Okay, and I'll talk to the shopkeeper and see if A, if they've got anything to fit me, and B, if I can have it something cooling for the desert. Maybe in white or,
Okay. There's quite a lot of white. Red is also a popular colour. And the person in there introduces themselves and says, it's a lady, and she says, hello, how can I help you?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm after some. I might be heading out into the desert, so I'm after some protective clothing to protect me from the sand and the heat.
Well, Al Hayat's at your service.
So what do you have?
Kind of bows and puts her arms out to one side as she does it. Any of the robes here, any size really. White is probably the coolest, but take your choice. It depends if you're going to be spending your time in the deserts or just wandering around the bazaar once a day.
No, I think that's something for the desert.
Well, probably white would be one of your best bets.
Okay, well I'll pick some suitable desert attire then.
Yeah. She's
something
got some
to
boots
protect
as well.
my eyes and face from the sand.
So the boots are strange. They seem to be kind of moccasins, but not made out of leather. They come halfway up your ankle, and they're quite strange. There's a separate pouch for your toe that is separate from your for your big toe. That's separate from your other toes.
Okay, I'll buy myself
It's very soft on the bottom as well.
a set of desert clothes then, if that's okay.
Okay, well, all in all, then that will be 10 silver, please.
Okay, I will hand that over.
I would just
Okay.
like the shoes, please.
Okay, so you get some shoes.
Actually, that sounds like a pretty decent. You showed some. Yeah. So
That's
desert clothes.
a pair of shoes is 1 silver and 10 copper.
And I would like a very big hat to protect Zoe from the sun.
Well, you're best with one of these shamag coverings, and she gives you like what looks like a scarf that's in a circle. It's very voluminous and it looks very puffy. You put it round, and then she turns you around by your shoulders, looks at you, and lifts the back of it and pulls it over as a hood. And then the front part, which is dangling down now, she pulls across your face and hooks behind your ear and covers it so just your eyes are showing, and smiles at you. This should do nicely. Let's call it 3 silver all in for the shoes and the.
Do you have anything to protect, like animals?
Animals? No.
Yeah, I'm thinking for my pet bear here.
Oh, my goodness! I didn't even see that there in the shadows.
I'm going to get one of those hoods as well.
I'm going to buy an extra
Okay.
blanket or white robe that I can try and fashion into something to help cover
Okay.
Rolf up.
All right. So that's an extra 3 silver for another robe.
Some bear pajamas.
How
Yeah.
much was the hood, please?
You notice that the robes have kind of got 3 layers. The outer layer is kind of a thin cotton, and then the 2 inner layers are more like a fine cotton mesh.
Okay.
Has this got all the camping supplies in at this shop?
No, this is a clothing shop. Actually, it's next door to the camping shop.
What do you think? Should we get them to prep 4 camels for us and
Well, maybe.
load it up with a tent and provisions each, so that we can go at a moment's notice?
Well, we're going with carts, aren't we? We're going to
Well,
go...
yeah, but when we peel off from the caravan, we're going to need our own transport. So I'm thinking if we get camels, because these guys know what they're doing. So
Maybe
if we
we
get them
should.
to load up the camels for each of us with a small tent on it, blankets, whatever we need,
Yeah.
and then we'll get them to bring them over to the inn when we're ready to set off, and we'll just go on the caravan and stay with the caravan. But when we need to peel off, we've got our own transport. Otherwise, we're just going to get off the caravan and end up walking into the desert, and we're not going to last very long in the desert.
Well, so hey,
Planning there, so hey,
maybe
like
we
you
should.
thinking he is the man for the apocalypse look.
So hey, maybe we should
You see,
speak.
you don't, I'm not joking now. No one else suggested that shit. Well done.
That's nice coming from Mr. Rick Grimes.
Yeah.
So hey, maybe we should speak to Amin first. He might have something for us, and we won't need to spend. We won't need to spend so much. Maybe you can furnish us with some of these. But I would. I also would like some of that desert clothes that keep you cool. as
Okay,
well.
you're going to buy the full set. That's 10
Yeah.
silver if you do.
And so
So that's the hood, like the shamag, the hood. the robes themselves, a pair of trousers, a pair of an inner vest, and the boots.
Yep.
I'll go next door and start making the arrangements for the camels and pay for it.
I'll go with him, and I'm going to study the camels.
Did you?
Okay, so you go to the next. There's no camels there. The next door is just it's a camping shop.
Well, I'll just get him to arrange the camels as well.
All right. Okay, so you go in there, and there's a guy in there, tall, thin, rangy guy, very dark-skinned, bald head, and he kind of looks over some spectacles at you as you come in. Good morning. Sorry, good evening. It's evening. Good evening.
Yes, good evening to you. We have a trip into the desert with the caravan, but we will be journeying off on our own at some point and breaking away from the caravan. So we require all the necessary equipment strapped to 4 camels.
Okay,
food,
so
supplies, tents, blankets. Whatever you think we will need, I am happy to pay for.
22. Okay. Well, for camels, you're going to want to go and speak to Quatrun. He is just down the road here. There's a corral. You can smell the animals a mile away. Head in there, and he will be able to help you out with camels. Or if you want, the horses are also available there. That's from Egelia. So you go and speak to Quatrun for camels, Egelia for horses. Everything else, I've got you. So you're going to need tents, you're going to need water, sacks. Okay, and he starts writing down on a pad. Tents, water, sacks, bedrolls, bedroll frames. You're going to need the frames to keep you off the desert floors. So many creepy crawlies.
We need to rope and posts to secure the horses at night. We must dig into the sand.
Yes, again, speak to a Gila for that. They have all the that side of things there. We're a sister companies. I cover all the tents and the materials and the some of the. So there's the hunting gear. He points at the back, and you notice Malia that there's an archery section. Okay, right. Well, give me an afternoon to gather all this. How many? So there is 4 of you?
4 of us, yes.
4. Okay. So are you having separate tents, or do you want me to put you all in one? What's the...
Well, it would be maybe quicker to put just one tent up.
Okay, so that means you're going to need an extra tent. So that's 1 large tent and a lavatory tent.
I think maybe we hire 5 animals to travel on, so we have 1 to carry tent and supplies, or bulk of supplies, and we have water on our own camels.
All right. Okay. Well, if you come back, he sticks his head kind of towards the window and looks at the sky. Oh, it's going to be morning now. If you come back by about past the 9th hour, I should have everything ready.
Did you want any of these arrows, Malia?
Yes, how many do you have?
Well, how many do you need? We're in the desert here. We have to stock up.
I need quite a few.
Okay. How many is quite a few? He looks you up and down. And looks at your attire and goes, Ranger. So you're going to need, he looks at you and raises his eyebrows, quite a few. He goes out the back and comes back with a box that's rattling, and he puts it down. He says, well, there's 200 in there.
Sounds perfect. What sort of deal can you do me for those?
Well, with the rest of the stuff, am I grouping all this together, or?
Yes, please.
Okay. So that's 5 copper with the rest of the stuff. So all in for this side. Obviously, this doesn't include your camels or your horses, whichever you go for. all in with the arrows, we're looking at 8 gold.
Okay, I give you 20 gold, and you make arrangements for animals and load pack animals for us, ready to go. How?
Well, no, you have to go over to speak to Quatron or Aquila. If I step on their toes, there will be hell to pay at this month's meeting.
Okay.
I'll hand over 4 gold. And
I'll pay for it.
you've already paid, okay. I'll pick up the arrows. I'll take the arrows now if that's okay.
Yes, of course. Please take them.
Could I also have a quiver of arrows? I do not need
A quiver, so 20?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you can indeed.
How much for just...
Let me see. That's going to be 100 copper or 10 silver.
10 silver sounds fine.
I'm going to head back over to the blacksmith as well, with the hopes of purchasing some throwing knives.
Okay. See
Good day,
about that?
sir.
Oh, you again.
Yes,
What can I help you with now?
I'm hoping you have throwing knives that I could purchase.
I don't have any throwing knives. I've got some desert knives. Great for cracking scarab backs, but no, I don't have any throwing knives. Sorry.
Is there anywhere local that may have them?
I'm the only blacksmith in town. I don't know. Maybe in the armory at the guard place they might have some. Maybe some of the guards will sell you some. I don't know.
You won't need them.
No.
Not with your arrows. Your arrows do
What about-
loads more damage.
Upgraded daggers then? Can I get upgraded daggers from there?
Yeah. Well, I've got these, and he shows you some finely crafted, some really nice with gold handles and stuff. But ultimately, they won't have any better skills than the current daggers you got.
Okay.
Magic daggers cost like thousands of gold.
Alright then, thank you for your time, and I wander off.
No worries. Have a good day. And he looks like he's packing up for the evening. And as you walk off, he pulls one of the doors shut. It's about 8 o'clock now. The shops seem to be getting quieter, but the streets, food vendors and drink vendors seem to be getting busier.
Can I go up to one of the shops that sell meat? I want to purchase some meat for Canis.
Yep. Okay. So you go in, and there's a lady behind the counter, or hanging around, all from the ceiling. There's like strings with dried meat on, and so you're kind of ducking and diving as you get to the counter. Hello there, dear.
Good day, or good evening. I would like to purchase one of your finest cuts of meat for my wolf here, and I gesture down to Canis.
Okay, well, the butcher's is right the way across town. We only have dried meats here. We're in the desert. It's very expensive to ship the ice to keep the meats. Most meats here are dried, but there is a butcher across town near the ice house.
Okay. I'll take one of your cuts of dried meat. I'm sure I can find a way of rehydrating it somehow.
Yeah. Okay. So what sort of meat do you want? We've got sheep, goats, horse. What do you need?
Goat would be perfect, thank you.
Goat. Okay. She comes out with a bag and says, "That's 10 copper a bag, please."
Okay, I'll hand over 10 copper.
Quite a big, like a shopping bag, from co-op size.
Lovely, thank you very much.
She nods at you.
So we still not need to sort out the camels, right?
We do.
Well, as I say, maybe Aman has sorted that out for us, and we're needlessly spending money hand over fist. Maybe we should go see him. Maybe he can magically transport us to where we want to go. I mean, he's done it before.
Well, I think if he could do that, he would have done it by now, wouldn't he?
Well, he did ask for us to come back and say whether we were going to do it or not.
True.
Let's go back and see what he's got to offer. And then we'll see what we need.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. But we've got some good stuff here. Let's go back and see the strange wizardy bloke and his big bodyguard.
Shouldn't we get some rest, see him in the morning?
I'd rather know what he's got planned for us straight away.
I'm going to go over to the blacksmith.
Okay, the doors are shut, and it seems closed. There is a door next to the big two double garage doors that are now shut. There is a door next to it.
Hello.
It's not open. It's locked.
Bye.
Hey, Sohei, that was very generous of the temple, dude. Thank you.
So it does not need as much equipment as you gentlemen and lady. I think the Lady Ranger would be better served with a Nagata blade, or you may know as Bastard Sword.
Just keep
For
the
when monsters get too close to you.
I'll bear that in mind, thank you, Sohei.
I was going to buy
Okay.
you, but
As you're talking in the street, there's someone from a nearby. Looks like a window, really, in a normal house. But looks like they've turned the windowsill into a bar. It sticks out a foot or so into the alleyway, and there's a couple of people leaning on it from the other side drinking, and a guy leans out. Yeah, get you guys a drink.
Not for me.
Yeah, I'll buy the drinks, seeing as Sohei's temple graciously bought the equipment.
Okay, so he says, "Right, no worries," and he lays out, without being asked how many in the group want a drink. He lays out 4 small glasses that are in little metal cups, and pours tea out into each one from a teapot really high up. He's holding the tea, and then over each one, he then just gets another bottle and just pours a little bit of something in that looks kind of brownish in colour.
Well, what's that you're pouring in?
No, that's the kick, mate.
Oh,
So I like a kick.
he pushes the tray forward.
Yeah, I'll try it.
That'll be 2 copper, please.
Okay. I'll hand him 2 coppers.
could I have one without the kick in it, please? I mean, no.
Okay, so you try it, Neil. It's very obviously got alcohol in. It's normal tea, and he's put alcohol in it. It's quite pungent, really quite aromatic. It's nice.
It's good. I'll have another.
Yes, make that 2 more.
Oh, right, you are. It's a party tonight, lads.
I say.
Turns round. Did you hear me, Mavis? Party! This waitress comes out, just looks at him and goes back into the back. He hands you out your drinks.
I'll just sip mine for now.
Maybe we should get camels before we get too drunk. Or we may buy elephants.
So I'm Meatan. Who are you guys?
I'm Karak, man.
Well, nice to meet you, Karak man.
Malia, we're just wandering adventurers at the moment.
Malia on her wandering adventures. We have Malia. Are you going to sing for us tonight, Malia? Hey!
That depends on how many drinks I have.
Well, that's fair enough. And as you say that, he pushes another tray towards you guys.
Still not drinking them.
Keep them coming.
I got you, Captain.
You got anything to eat with these?
Oh, yes. Now, we definitely need Mavis for that. Mavis, got food to order. Come on, love. And out comes this woman, who is far too good looking for this scrawny man who looks like a bit of a rat. In his face, big long nose, quite a cheeky face, but she's really quite gorgeous. And yeah, and she says, "Oh yeah, what do you want? I've got some pies. I've got some rolls, some spring rolls. We've got vegetables in.
Hey, babe.
What do you want?
Hey, babe,
Hot
just
or
give me
cold?
something local.
All right. Okay, so She says, take a seat. There's like stools along the bench, along the bar that's at the window. And he's leaning on the windowsill, Meatan is. And he says, so what brings you guys to the desert then? I can tell you're not from the desert. You've got the desert gear. He points at your bags. But you're not wearing it, so...
We're looking to make maybe some money. We're acting on behalf of somebody, and he's looking to sell his goods down here, so we're scoping the place out for him.
Nice. Well, that sounds like a bit of an adventure.
Yeah.
Got much experience adventuring?
Well, a little bit here and there, you know. We have to in this game.
Okay, as you're talking, Mavis comes out. She's got a big platter that's got some steaming meat on it. Looks like goat. There's it's not like just 4 portions. There's like a pile of big cuts. And she brings out some bread and some olive oil and lays them out for you. And help yourselves.
Hey, smells good.
More to come. Does it steam? It smells really good, the meat. A couple of the other patrons in the bazaar look over.
How much for all of this?
Oh, it's going to be an expensive night, boys, but what? Party night, innit? Hey?
I'll take a big chunk of meat and give it to Canis, and I'll chuck some to Rolf as well.
I'll lean over and say, I'll lean over to the guys and say, you do realise this guy is trying to fleece us for everything we've got.
Yeah, man, but this food tastes fucking awesome.
Yeah,
It does taste amazing.
I got a
Both
severe
Rolf and
case of the
Canis
munchies
staring
right
like
now.
No one's business.
He'll
we're
present-
getting very drunk now.
He'll present us with a bill, and we'll find out that we haven't ordered half of the stuff on it.
I'll break his legs. Don't worry about it.
We are about to head out into the desert and face probably almost certain death. I feel like we are allowed one night of fun before we go into the desert and face certain death.
I'd like to start how I carry on.
Oh, Silas, seeing as you're not drinking, you'll be able to know if we're being taken off all
You
of.
could be a bit more positive than that. It's not going to be certain death, surely. It's only a desert. What? Sand and sun? Throw in water. You got a beach. Mavis, where's that food?
Yeah,
So
the
what
man's
kind of
right.
men-
We got at least 50-50 chance.
What kind?
Well-
We're looking for trade routes. What kind of the nearest settlements?
Well, Sam Voyagers Guild head up to the Oasis of the White Palm. They go over North Knife Pass. That's the best route up there. Along Sam Voyagers Trail, Gates of Sule, that type of stuff. And then, just head out into the desert, don't you? You know?
We've got to get out there. We've got to go north then.
Yeah, north, across the pass. He points. You did notice walking down the bazaar to the north. There's a mountain range that looked quite high.
Remind me, we should purchase a map.
It looks very dry and arid type of mountain range. Brown mountains almost. They look.
What about them?
Bartender for one, he's probably got a map.
What about the local rulers around here? I mean, who are the big guys? Head honchos.
Well, you've got the Hetman, obviously. He's down at the administrative building. Old Alan Pasha. Then you've got Al Jalida, the guild master of the Sam Voyagers, of course. Then there's Ashok. He's leader of the Dupari Lancers. That's about it, really. Takuna's a character down at the old Golden Palm. But of course, if you want atmosphere, you come over here to Old Meathands, don't you?
That's
That
right.
Golden Palm's a little bit toffee nose for me, you know? All massages, back in hand jobs.
Markov didn't mention that.
Well, Mavis!
Maybe I could have some more of this tea without the kick.
Yeah, of course. No worries.
I'm
No
going to
worries.
try
You're the
when
designated wagon driver tonight, are you?
I'm afraid I am. Someone has to keep the head.
I'm going to try and distract Silas, pointing something out, and then swap my tea with a kick with his tea.
Okay, so let's see what we're going to roll for this. Let's have a look.
Did I slay a hand or?
Bearing in mind-
persuade or
Point of
something.
hand, and I want you to make a perception check, Dave.
Bearing in mind, I have not been smoking all day or drinking like some people.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good point. You do yours at advantage, Dave.
Okay, sleight of hand. Here we go. In the tower, or would you just rolling in there?
No, do him in the tower, and whichever gets the highest score wins. Okay. So Silas, you see him switch him.
Okay.
It's really strange as you're looking down at your shoes and you just catch it out the corner of your eye. You see him slipping.
I'll reach over for one of the meats and knock over the drink that he's passing. That he's trying to switch over with me. Sorry, character. I feared have knocked over your drink.
It's no worries. It's no worries. Meat Ant to the rescue. You'll be needing another round.
While he's distracted by Carrick swapping his drink, I'm going to do it.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
I just smirk while drinking.
Well, I have advantage on this. Do I need to click?
No, not on this one.
So hated, very sticky.
You are.
Sohei is used to being drunk. It's not really a crippling thing for him.
Oh, but you'd immediately be able to taste the alcohol.
Oh, you would the minute you have a sip. Without a doubt, you'd know in a heartbeat. Maybe even before it. We can perhaps do an insight check. Maybe even before it touches your lips from the smell.
What's going on?
Okay, so Sohei. Oh god, Sohei, you didn't even notice. Sohei could have been there with the fucking harmonica and bagpipes. You didn't notice.
Okay, I'll lift the drink up. Take a sip and go.
Could have called out a changing of the guard whilst he was doing it, and nobody would have noticed.
I'll take
Right.
one, put it down again.
Okay, you know immediately.
So I'll just.
Drink up, Silas.
Yeah, you'll have fun.
Don't get your driver drunk. You've got to respect his space. That's one thing you learn in the desert. In a fucking bazaar, you got to respect each other's space. Looks around everywhere, crammed full of people.
Okay,
An animal.
we can walk back to the hotel.
Yeah. As soon as we finish up here, we really should go and see him out. Hey, what's sorry, I forgot your name.
Meat-An.
Meat-An. Do you know anything about that crazy old guy down below the Golden Palm? Aman or something, is it?
Aman al-Rakib.
Aman al-Rakib. Oh yeah, he's one of the sages here.
Oh, what?
Magic man, you know.
Oh, is that what a sage does? How long's he been here then?
Well, oh god, longer than me. Longer than Mavis! How long's Aman been here? No, it's longer than 8 years. No, he's been here longer than we have. Oh, she's useless. I don't know. Long time.
Long time. What does he do then? What do sages do around here?
Well, I'm busy with the shop all the time. I don't really know what's he. Mavis! What's he actually do, the man? Does he just read books and shit?
It's like Fasco show sketch, isn't it?
More complicated than that. Alright, it's
Too
more
much, did it?
complicated than that.
Okay. He's a good guy. He's got good standing in Brazilar.
Yeah, everyone seems to respect him. Absolutely, they do.
Right. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for that.
That's alright. Pours you another tea without the zing.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Right, I'll sit here waiting for everybody to finish. To get more and more drunk.
So what are you doing, guys?
Start tapping the table impatiently.
Silas has said what he's doing.
We'll finish up, and then I suppose we should follow Silas.
Okay, you're a little bit worse away. You definitely feel the effects. The desert feels really warm. The noises of the still busy bazaar are really warming. It's there's a lot of happy sort of vibes going on. Seems like quite a cool place. and you head back down to a man.
How much was the drinks and the food?
Yes, yeah, well, final bill. Oh, I'm no good at bloody numbers. Hang on. Maybe!
300
You
gold.
come and do this! No, I've got to clean the bar. It's fucking hard work. Come and sign this. Fucking hell. And anyway, she comes out and she's like, that'll be... Giving my son a horrible look. And a quill. That will be 25 silver, please, all in.
More or less 25 silver is.
Okay, I'll pay that.
Okay, well, thank you. Hope to see you again, guys. She clips Meatan round the ear as she walks off back to the kitchen and gives him a smirk over her shoulder.
Thank you.
So
We'll
we'll
come back.
Eric.
Where are we going, Silas?
We need to go see a man before we hit the hay. He might have something important for us. He might have some camels.
Okay, so you go back to a man's and you get there. It's about 9 o'clock at night, and you knock on the door. There's a lamp outside that's been lit. It's still fairly light out though, but the lamp has obviously been lit in preparation. Whoever looks after the house is obviously very organised. And the door opens and Fuigarm's standing there and he just looks down at you.
Hey, Fuigar, my dude!
He doesn't look down at you so much, Karak being so tall.
We're here to see the
Just looks
boss.
at you. He nods his head and beckons for you to follow.
In we go.
You go through, you remember the route back through to his study, and he knocks on the door, opens it and stands aside. You're back! You're back! Coming in! Sit down! So, have you decided?
Do I speak?
Well.
Do I speak for everybody here? I think we're of one mind. We're going to give this a shot. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful, because salvation is always so much better than devastation. Great, thank you. Well, you'll need stuff for traveling across the desert, of course.
Oh, right.
Yes. You'll be wanting to. You're going to need some information to get you started, gentlemen. Of course you are. Sending you off into the desert unprepared. Oh, man. Where is your mind? Well, so you're going to want to head first to the sunken ruins of Pazar, because that's where the first star gem is, and that is about the limit of my knowledge on the fact I wasn't able to get as much as I wanted from the text on where the actual star gems are. But apparently there's clues all over the place. You'll find them. It'll be so easy. I'll probably see you back here within a week.
Where is this sunken ruins?
Well, you're going to need to head across the North Knife Pass and... He reaches up behind him and pulls that map down off the wall. It's about 2 foot by 3 foot when rolled, fully rolled out. As he pulls it down out of its holder where it was dangling from, it starts to curl a little bit. It's very obvious that it has been used and it was rolled previously. Do you need me to share it again?
No, I've got it up. Don't you? But
6-2 Dodd.
can we take this
Okay,
map?
so you're going to be heading through. You need to, as soon as you get across North Knife Pass, you should be able to see the gates of Sule. Head to those, and then it's a straight north run to Pazar. Tabarka is up to the northwest. That is the old city of Amun-Re, and you're going to want to stay away from there. That's just crazy. I went there once thank goodness I had Fuigar with me, because I tell you, it was scary. So anyway, you're going to be wanting to head there, and then I don't know. Good luck is all I can say, and thank you.
Can you mark on the map where the ruins are? And where we are?
Yes, of course. He prods at the map where it says, where just north at the very bottom of the page, it says Gates of Sul.
Mm-hmm.
in strange writing. You see the word gates is quite recognisable.
Okay.
Just above that, there's a place that looks like it says Pazar. He points at that, his finger jabs at that.
Oh, I reckon it. What?
North Knife Pass, Gates of Sule, Sunken City of Pazar. You will be absolutely fine. I'll see you back here in the week. It will be wonderful. You all look well rested anyway. Are you relaxing at the Golden Palm?
Mark, can I try an insight check when he says when he's going on about how easy it's going to be? Do I actually believe him?
Okay, do an insight check.
Does he believe himself?
Absolutely not. He knows the desert is a terrifying place.
Easy, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll
Sorry.
see when we get there. Go on.
Can I make an insight check into? I want. What I'm kind of looking for is any telltale signs of whether we're the first group to have gone after East on this quest.
Nice thought. He looked genuinely surprised when he saw you, and he's been so excited, and his excitement is very obvious that it has come from genuine hope after fear, that he is almost giddy with.
Right,
he
okay.
must have been terrified before,
So
and
he's
that
quite
his
genuine.
giddiness now makes it seem to you that this is the first time someone has come to help.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Can I have a look at the map? And I'll hold my hand out.
He passes it to you. It's yours. Take it with you.
Okay. I'll roll it up.
Oh.
So when are you going? You're going to want to go and see the Hetman before you go, because there are certain places in the desert you need a pass for. You're going to have to head out there and speak to him. He's okay. He holds chamber in the morning from 10 till 12. If you go and see him, he's a lovely guy. Alan Pasha of Burak. He's lovely.
And do you know if any of the caravans, the sand voyagers, head up towards Pazar?
Well, if you're not heading out on your own straight away, and you go with a caravan, then you're going to need to speak to Al Jalida.
I'll push. What have we got? Any time constraints here? I mean, is there a deadline?
Look, there was no timeline in the prophecies that I looked at, and they were quite confusing. I don't think you understand. It took me about 25 years to get to this stage. 25 years. And just the little bits that I've managed to glean, they're like the star gems themselves. They're little clues, little footsteps, but I don't have the... No.
So it wouldn't ruin things if we waited for a caravan and left with them.
Well, no, I don't think. The truth is, young Silas, we don't know when it could be tomorrow, and it could all be in vain, or it could be in 3 months' time. We know it is this year.
This year? How long have we got for the end of the year then?
There's another 6 months, 7 months. So it could be tomorrow, or it could be in a long time. Relatively speaking.
Do we know what the gems look like?
Well, from their name, my dear, I'd say you'll know when you see one.
Right.
If they're gems that are supposed to look like stars, I think you'll see it. You'll know. It's going to be an easy quest. Get out there, get back here. Desert is saved.
Easy, safe, you say? Yeah. Not the kind of words I'd use to describe a desert, but we'll prepare ourselves.
Well, you look like you can handle yourselves anyway. So great. Well, it is late. I don't mean to be an ungracious host, but I am tired, and I am an old man, and I do need the bathroom. So I'm going to have to say goodnight to you, gentlemen, and I wish you well. Please come back to me as soon as you arrive back, and tell me how your adventures went. I wish I could give you more than that. I used all my magic for the last 3 years. It took me to build that teleportation device. So I have nothing but my wise words to send with you.
Oh dear, not even a scroll or two or a potion or anything.
Well, okay. So let me give you some information that might be useful. So there are 2 tribes mainly in the desert. There are the Rorundi and the Dervishes, and they are one group. And then there's the Dupari, who are the tribe that protect the Sand Voyagers Guild and act as law enforcement officers around any areas of civilization in the desert. There is a sort of an ongoing war, really, from the Dervishes. They push out against the control of the Dupari, and there are raids. Then on top of that, there are different sheikhs, and they have wars. I don't know what you're, in all honesty, going to be getting into out there, and it is going to be dangerous, but you look like you can handle yourself, and he looks really serious as he leans in and raises his eyebrows. But I am not kidding you when I say that if whoever goes on this quest is not successful, then the desert is first, and Afrits have no link to a certain place. He is ultimately powerful, and the rest of Faerun will fall to him. We are talking end of days if we do not stop this Afrit.
My man Silas here has a point, though. Is there anyone in town who might sell potions of healing, or?
Oh, yes, absolutely. You're going to want to head to. Who's going to be the best for potions of healing? I can't help with that. That's not the type of magic I do. But you could go and see Dana. Dana is she runs a small apothecary just down in the bazaar.
What time does the bazaar shut? Because it looked kind of.
Well, the food markets and the window bars will be open now, but all the shops will be shut till morning now.
So we head off to the Golden Palm. We get our heads down. We wake up early in the morning, and we're going to find some way to get out to bazaar.
Yeah, we need to go and see the Hetman.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Where's the best place for transport then? Where would you suggest?
Without a doubt, I would head to the Algeri or to see the camel dude. What the fuck's his name? Quatron, and speak to them about that. They're the only suppliers in.
What's up, Charlie?
So see the Dafari or the camel dude. Okay, dude.
Well, I'm bushed. I need to sleep.
It's getting late. Let's turn in.
Stay chiller, man.
Okay, right. Going to take a couple of minutes AFK there, guys.
Roger.
I'll go and check on the kid and stuff.
I'll do the same.
All right. Make a brew if you want. Don't rush back.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
See you in a bit.
Right. Let's go and check on the kid.
Maybe I could play a tune on the bagpipes while everybody's trying to get to sleep.
Please don't.
Oh, it's really quiet.
You're gonna have to get like an audio for your bagpipes.
Yeah.
Get Mark to play it. Just like really out of tune one.
They can be really melodic.
They can.
Or really annoying.
Yes, it's sort of on the end of each spectrum. There's no in between.
Nowhere in between.
So
I'm back, but I'm rolling, so I'm not AFK still. But I'm here to chat.
Rolling. Keep them wagon rolling. What?
How's it going so far?
It's shit. I hate it. No, it's brilliant.
You just imagine if we'd opened that bag before we'd taken on the trolls. That poor captain would still be alive.
You might have more arrows.
I would have bloody more arrows as well.
Well, better him than us, that's all.
Well, I suppose. Well, hopefully he keeps the trolls fed for a bit so he doesn't eat the horses and we can go back and get them.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it matters too much.
Poor guy.
Can you imagine if he wasn't fighting though? We would have been, like, all of us would have been dead. He had, what,
I know.
66 hit points?
I said we
The
should.
troll had 84 hit points.
No, the captain.
Oh, the captain, yeah, he had 66 or something.
Like, if he wasn't taking some of the hits, we would have all been dead.
Yeah, he was the equivalent of a 5th level fighter.
Bloody hell.
Wow, that's very fucking hard.
Not as hard as Zoe.
Yeah. Stop taking a piss.
Troll just trying to beat the shit out of you, and you're just like, oh, you're zen.
It is like that gif where that lady was drinking the tea. She was like,
Be like water.
Not giving a shit. Yeah, carry on.
What sword did you mention, Rich? I can't remember what you said.
Bastard sword.
Mm.
You want something with some punch when you get up close. Because rangers are martial fighters as well, so you're gonna.
Okay.
Because you're.
Yeah, they look pretty good in a fight, Rangers.
Mm.
I'm glad I.
Your daggers won't do enough damage. It's like a bit like Aragorn.
I need something a bit
Big,
longer.
big bastard sword.
That's a good equation for D&D Rangers. Aragorn, excellent in a hand-to-hand fight, but
Yeah.
also
Deadly with a bow.
archer.
Okay. Let me have a look at the weapons on the item list.
Well, a bastard sword you can use one-handed, and you can use it two-handed as well, and it does more damage when you use it two-handed. So if your bow's still in your hand, you can keep your bow in your hand and still use it.
Okay.
So if you need to fight,
Yeah, isn't the other name for them a hand and a half sword?
yeah.
What would it be under? What would it be under the weapons?
Martial, yeah, equipment, weapons. Martial, which I think is a
Or
model.
a long sword.
I'm back.
Long sword. No.
Yeah, martial. You see, versatile. I think a longsword can be used two-handed.
We're still AFK at the minute, mate. So I'm just
Okay.
rolling at the moment.
There's a short sword, which is
Nah, you want something bigger. So
Long
it does a bit more
sword.
damage.
there's a whip. I want a whip.
Because you are a
Oh
fighter.
no, Dave's got a whip.
You are really a fighter.
A great sword. That'd be two-handed.
Yeah, you can use a great sword. It's a
What about
martial
an
weapon.
axe?
It's a martial weapon. Or a great axe.
I want a great axe. I'll look at getting one of them.
The wagons roll.
The hand and a half sword, though, you can. so
What
you can
about a
have
battle
both
axe? Because
weapons.
that's only one-handed.
Yeah, battle axe.
Depends what your style is.
To be honest, your stats dexterity, so you probably want a finesse weapon, like a rapier or
Yeah, I think rapiers are
Oh,
highest
see it
dealing.
written down here.
yeah.
Oh, there it is.
I'd go for a rapier maybe.
All right. I might be able to grab one in the morning before we go and get the camels.
Because you haven't got much strength, have you? So
No, my strength
yeah,
is 10.
you want a finesse weapon because you use your dexterity to hit with finesse weapons
Okay.
and damage.
Well, it's quite light as well, so.
Okay, so let's assign you all with a long rest.
What cat?
There you go. Let's remove the Wagoneers and the Trolls. From the combat tracker. There we go. So it's morning. The Oasis.
Morning.
Morning!
Midnight at the Oasis.
Breakfast!
You said the magic
Yeah,
word,
yeah.
Marcos.
Yes, please, fat man.
As you say his name, call him Markov, he looks at you and smiles. Carrot. Fatma will be with you soon!
Send your camels to bed.
Okay, so the place is completely empty this time of the morning. You
We're
guys are the
definitely
only ones
comfy.
there. You can
Yeah.
sit wherever you want and chill out.
With that comfy couch.
Take a seat next to Sohei, and
Okay,
Canis comes to sit next to me, and I just pat him on the head.
nice. Yeah, from now on, you just completely tell me what the dog's doing. The wolf is doing,
No problem.
Dare you call it a dog?
just like Neil does with Rolf.
So I guess we need camels and to see the hetman.
Yeah, we could either head out on our own steam, which I haven't got much confidence in because nobody here's grown up in the desert. Wait for a caravan, which is gonna take a day, or who knows? Or see the Dafari and see if we can get a.
Just reminding you, you've also got to go back and pick up your gear, like your water bags
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, see the Dafari, see about a pass, and see if they can help us out. I mean, once we get to this bazaar, I mean, a man said it was ruins, so presumably heading out from bazaar. It's going to be tough.
Well, looking at the map, if the caravans go from here to the oasis, they have to go past the ruins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As long as we got enough supplies and wait for a caravan after bazaar, I guess we could join them. All I know is that desert is a hard place to live. That's the only thing I know. No
Having been
desert.
a gladiator, is your backstory still the same?
Yeah.
Cyrus? You've been a gladiator in the. Yeah, you know a little bit about hard living.
But, where to find food, where to find water, I have no idea.
I might be able to help with that.
Yeah, you got skills.
And multiplying, and he's losing control. Sorry.
What is that awful noise?
Markov?
Well, assuming you can still turn into an eagle, you'd probably be able to do some scouting for us if we get short of food.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can, let me just check what the skill says. I can find food and fresh water, provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth. So
Okay,
it
nobody
depends
needs
what's
to make nobody needs to make a roll for this because it's fairly obvious. You've ordered water bags, and you have noticed as you're going to and from the White Palm that there is a city drinking fountain there, and you have seen members of the public going and filling up buckets and. So as long as you've got enough water sacks put on the camels, you know you've got a source of water to fill them up in before you go.
Oh, seeing as we're out here, maybe we should go pay a visit to that Dana for some potions before we see the hetman.
Makes sense. And whilst we're in the bazaar, we should get some camels.
I hope we got the funds.
Okay, so you set off out to the bazaar unless any of you are doing anything different, or
We should get the camels first. We don't want to blow all our cash on potions.
Yeah, we have to be able to move. Hey, you're not just a pretty face, Karak.
What's so funny?
Alright. Well,
Hello.
when you two are done flirting, I think we should go.
So where are you going? Sorry, someone
going
give
to
me a
the
definition. Okay, so you head down through Bralizar, through the bazaar. The bazaar is busy already at this time in the morning. It's early. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Desert life starts early. People have been up for a couple of hours. You make your way down the alleyway to the back of the corral area, and there's two separate corrals. One has horses in, and one has camels in it. The one with the horses in, there's no one there, or you can't see anyone from where you're standing. And with the camels, there is a short and thin man with a round face and rosy cheeks who's busying around the camels, and he's got a shovel and he's cleaning up.
Round like the moon. Okay.
I'm going to go and stare at the camels and just study them.
Okay, they kind of look at you, and one puts its head almost on one side looking at you. They're just they're very dribbly animals. Camels have got big lines of saliva coming out the side of their mouth as they look at you, and it wobbles as they move their head side to side.
I want to go over and talk to a camel. Yeah, I want to head over with Neil, and I want to go and speak to one of the camels.
Okay.
Dr. Doolittle and Eliza Doolittle.
So, that's speak with animals. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration, which is 10 minutes.
Oh, cool.
Knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, they can give you information about nearby locations, any monsters, including whatever they can perceive or they have perceived within the past day. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favour for you.
Okay.
Wow, that's powerful.
I want to see Mark roleplay a camel, so I think I should cast it.
Okay. How do I cast it?
Hello, Mr. Camel.
I think you just say you're casting it and tick
You
off the
just say
spell
you're
slot.
casting it and mark up a spell slot.
Okay.
Well, if it's as good as your spider impression.
So this one of the camels that you look at, and you close your eyes and you calm yourself and you think about communicating with the camel. And when your internal spell is finished, you flick your eyes open and look straight at the camel, and it looks at you and it kind of moves its head back a little bit in surprise and puts its head on one side and then says, "Ma chérie, you understand?"
Oui, oui.
I do indeed understand you. It
This
sounds
is
like
the most strange thing that has happened to me this day.
it sounds like you're quite far away from home there.
Well, no, this is my home. I live here.
How long have you lived here?
My name is Jack.
It's very nice to meet you. My name is Malia.
It is wonderful to meet you.
Oh, God.
It's Pepe Le Pew.
How long have you been working as a carrier camel?
Oh, as a carrier camel, mon Dieu! It must be my whole life.
Oh, so you
I am
know,
a camel.
so you know these parts quite well then.
We go out into the desert a lot, yeah.
Is there anything you can tell me about surrounding areas? Anything particular about maybe food or water holes or enemies?
You would not believe. You would not, no matter how much you try to believe, you would not believe how much sand there is out there. There is so much sand that it gets between my feet, my little hooves, and it's most annoying. But being a camel, I do not have a choice. I have to be in the desert. There's a lot of sand. Yes, I can tell you where you will find the water. You will find the water where the humans feed you the water. There is no water in the desert. Not since it dried up, long time ago. My grandpappy, he said to me, he says, Jack, come here, let me tell you something.
Okay, I'll walk over a bit closer.
Loving the commitment.
So I go over to him and I said, what's up, Papi? He said, La Ramunre, he cursed the desert and he made it so there's no water. And I said, why would he do that? That's really mean.
We're journeying around the Mediterranean now. This accent.
Very continental.
Valentino Rossi, the camel.
It's well travelled.
We have to speak to more animals.
We really do.
Every chance we get.
Oh God. Okay, so do you know any common enemies that hang around these parts?
Well, you'll have to watch out for the dervishes. And those horses, although they're stupid, the horses, you just look across there, look at their stupid faces. They are stupid horses. They are not clever like us. We live in a desert, so we carry fat on our back to survive. They're just horses. They're useless out there. I don't know what they're even doing here.
So, do they walk like a horse?
Okay,
I don't even have proper shoes.
right. Well, we're going to look after you while we're out in the desert. If there's anything you need, let me know. And I'll do my best.
You are my special friend now.
That's good to hear.
Good. Well, you and me, we now share a bond.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I'll be riding with you then.
That sounds like a plan to me. To the desert and beyond.
My mom.
I'll
Okay,
leave you
the
to your
the spell cancels out.
That was pretty loud. Wow.
Oh.
Can I help you lot?
I could cast that spell 6 times in a row.
I've only got
I
3.
think that squirrel wants to talk to you.
Got me nuts, mate. Got me nuts.
Oh my god. Okay.
I want to see.
Can I help you guys?
I want to see Christopher Walken as a squirrel.
Oh, fucking.
Dude, I'd have to practice me walking. I'm not very good at it.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Okay. Can I help you guys? Who you assume is Quatron wanders over, rests his hand on the neck of the camel you were just talking to.
Mhm.
Can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking to buy some camels.
Well, yeah.
Or rent. Or rent.
Don't normally buy camels here. I don't actually sell them. I'll rent them out to you.
That will suffice.
Yeah. So, how many do you need? Where you go? Well, 4 at least.
Yes, we would like a 5th camel to carry the supplies and treasures that we find.
No. You need 2. 4 of you. You need for every 2 people. You need 1 pack camel.
I will take your advice then. We need 6 camels.
Right. So that's renting the 6 camels. How long are you going to be needing, my babies?
We do not know. Perhaps we could pay maybe 2 weeks up front.
Right. Well, that's a straight up stipend then, isn't it? I need 5 gold up front, and then it'll be the other 10 when you get back.
I'll pay for it.
Good sir, what happens if we overstay our use of the camels? Were there any penalties involved, or?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's obviously my partner up the street. He's friends with the hetman, so we could get you in trouble for stealing camels, and you won't be welcome back in Bralizar again.
Well, we will not steal the camels. If we
No,
need
no.
them for any longer, you will be compensated for the length of time we have the camels. How does that sound?
Now, you, my friend, I could get on with.
That's exactly what I meant.
My God.
Thank you very much. Right, he wanders round and he picks up the camels and he says, hang on, wait a minute, in the price. He brings out saddles and saddles them all up for you. And on the saddles, you'll notice there's hooks where you hang sort of like bags on. But on each camel, on each bag, the 2 front hooks are already occupied by an empty bag.
Do you have a map of the desert as well? we have a map, but
So high on a camel.
I don't. I mean, there's no point mapping the desert, mate, because the sands shift. You know, you've got to just. Desert's one of those places you head north, south, east, or west. You know,
I see.
the sands change. To the point of if you leave them long enough to do their business, they'll cover a flipping pyramid up. What have we got going on in on Discord here?
Our camel adventures.
what was that camel called? I can't remember his name.
Jacques, was it Jacques?
Jack?
Jack.
Jack.
His name is Jacques the camel. Okay, so
Hang on, I've got to write that down as well.
Yeah, I love that. fast friends.
You could cast that spell on all the camels so we can each hear.
No,
Camels sound like.
We get 6 camels talking at once.
no,
I've only got 3 spell
Sadly,
slots
we had a
though.
breakdown.
So, 6 camels, couple of weeks, and obviously if we overstay, come back later.
You compensate me for the extra days. It's an extra 2 gold a day.
That sounds very good. You do come highly recommended by a man, by the way. He pointed us out to you. So.
And you are
he's
the
a
only
good sort.
camel trader in town.
Which is why it's 2 gold pieces. I can get to like you. I keep saying it.
Okay.
Well, here you go then. Be gentle with me, girls. They've been fed this morning. They won't need feeding for another 3 days.
Can we leave them here until we're ready to leave?
Feed them. I mean, in the extremes, they will last 3 days. But please do feed them every day.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we get feed for them?
Did my friend not draw up a list?
You did.
Oh.
Can we pick the camels up when we're ready to leave?
Kerber?
Yeah, no, we'll only be walking around with a camel.
Yeah, sure. although, what we normally do is, have you already made your order with Kerber?
Yes.
Yes, you have. All right. Okay, so go over there, tell them that you sorted the camels, and then come back in an hour or so, and we'll have them loaded for you, ready to go. My headphones keep going funny. Hang on a minute, let me switch my headphones. I keep missing what you guys are saying. Back in a sec.
Well, it's Quastron wearing headphones. Quastron's there with a head mic set. Hang on, lads. My headphones are going.
Hello? Say
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, that's working. Okay. Good stuff.
Did you say you were twerking?
No, they aren't working. Aren't working.
Aha.
Should we go and find...
Come back in about an hour and a half. We'll have them loaded for you.
Thank you kindly.
Should we go and find this Dana?
Yeah. Which way to Darnus, the alchemist?
The Apothecary.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's across the road and not far from the junction with the main bazaar.
Thank you.
Tiny little place.
Ah. Very good. Okay, we'll see you in an hour or so.
See you shortly.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, so you wander off down the street, you get through the bazaar, it's really busy, it's really hot. It's only about 8 o'clock now in the morning, and it's really, really warm. You probably reckon it's about 35 degrees already.
Get out of my way!
It's really busy. Everybody seems to be in a good mood, though. You know, so Bazaar's got very much the same feeling as it did last night, except more shoppers than the people eating and drinking tea and having breakfast. But yeah, it's a really busy place. So, okay, where are you going? You're going to that. Yeah, the Apothecary is really easy to see. There's bottles in the window. There's a green cross on the window.
Right, try the door, open it inwards, I presume.
Okay, yep, you go in, and there's a pretty nondescript guy sat there. All right.
It's Darnus, the apothecaries.
Yeah, that's me.
Excellent. We're looking for some potions. Maybe,
Ooh, potion.
yeah.
No
Which I'll do.
salves?
Well, you see, we're heading out and we're looking
Maybe
for...
a pick-me-up.
Yeah, well, anything, preferably healing, because it's dangerous out there.
Healing salves. Healing salves. I don't know. Let me just go check the inventory. That's pretty specialised stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know.
No, he comes back about 5 minutes later. No, I did find this. And he puts down a box and opens it up, and it's got 10 what look like bandage wraps in it. except the bandages seem to be kind of covered in like a fatty-like paste. These all help. But, well, I can do the box for 5 gold.
How do we use those then?
Just wrap it round wherever the wound is.
What do you reckon, guys?
Pretty self-explanatory. I think it's a good investment.
How much again was it?
That's 5 gold for the box.
How many's in the box?
10.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get that. I'll get that, guys.
Oh, right.
Okay, so you're going to have to create a spot because I haven't got an item for this. So, box of healing salves.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if you
And
go
then
on the,
put in brackets 10.
if you go onto the, sorry, yeah, if you go onto the inventory tab and in the bottom right there's a brown circle. Oh no, you don't need to do you?
Oh no, you can just click after the last item and press return, and it'll create a fresh line for you to type on.
Oh, you could just click on that green circle at the header of equipment, can't you? Oh, and it should add an extra slot down the bottom.
She's got 2 extra slots, man. She's done it. Box of healing salves. She's done it. She's on
Nailed it.
Do you have anything
put a weight on it.
of a magical nature?
I'll put a weight on it. No, it's the best I can do, mate. Sorry.
It was.
Okay, so they heal 1d4 at a time, and it takes an action to apply it.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man.
Was that 5 gold? Sorry.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should take a few each.
Yeah.
Yeah, split them
Hang
up.
on.
So if I could have 2.
5 GP.
And how long will these last? Do we have to keep them in the box, or can we?
No, they'll last. The special aloe paste on them is keeps them fresh. Probably last you good in this heat, no problem, because it keeps it moist. We're probably talking about 6 months. They'll last.
Mm.
Can I take 2 of them?
You can. I give 2 to everyone. So 2 to Sohei, 2 to Carrick, and 2 to Silas.
Maybe give 3 each to the people who will be up front. No, I don't know. I don't know. You might leave them at the people at the back.
Karak will probably smoke them anyway.
There you go. If you click on the item now, Becky, you'll see that there's a description. If you
Okay.
click on the red thing.
Yeah, I see it. Perfect. Thank you. 1d4 heal, 1 turn.
Sorry, 1 action to apply. Let me change that. It's not turn.
Okay. So how many have I given? 2, 6, 4 left.
2, 4, 6, 8. You might as well keep the extra 2 because you're going to be at the back with a bow, and so it's easier for someone at the back to step in if someone's down or whatever.
Yeah. So you 3 have got 2, and I've got 4, and I can give you some more if you need any more.
That's cool.
Okay.
It's the least I can do after you bought dinner last night, Carrick.
He's probably smoking.
Did I? I don't remember.
Told you, he's smoking. Off his tits again.
Oh, what? Oh, that shouldn't have moved it. It should have created it again.
That's-
Sorry.
Moved
I'll put it back. Hang on. Yeah.
What? We've now got 200.
No, I tried to duplicate it, but it didn't work. I'll have to do it. Remember, you've got them. Note it down
I've
somewhere.
noted mine down, yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Oh, there you go. Good luck on your adventures.
Thank you. Hey, what's this Hetman?
Yeah.
What's he like? Have you ever had any-
Alan Pasha Burak. Yeah, Hetman of Ralizar. Yeah, he's a nice enough guy. He's all right. Runs the place well. Keeps us well. I mean, look at the place. Looks beautiful when you go out there. Keeps it clean. Keeps us well protected. He's brought in the Dupari mounted flyers. They look after us.
What's the correct term of address when you're talking to him?
Oh, Hetman.
Hetman.
Yeah.
Your Hetman. Hetman. Very good.
Just Hetman. Well, thank you for welcoming us here, Hetman. Pleasure to meet you, Hetman. Title.
Very good. Thank you.
Should we
Thank
head
you.
down to see him?
Yep, let's go see the hetman.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, you head down to the administrative headman's office. It's now about 20 past 9 in the morning. And you go up to there's two guards outside the front. They're not standing there, they're sat on the back of Pegasi. You never seen a Pegasus? It's a horse with a wing.
Wow.
In each stirrup is the butt of a long spear that is probably about 8 foot in length.
Hey, that one on the end looks like he wants a chat.
I don't think I've ever seen them before. So.
Oh, no kidding.
I suppose they're a bit flighty.
That looks like a Russian Pegasus to me.
Jason Statham, the Pegasus.
In a style of your choice.
Oh dear. Okay. Right. What are you doing?
Whatever you're thinking, rethink it.
The main doors are open. The main doors are open.
We'll head in.
Okay, you head in. Let me read it out to you. At the east end of the main street stands an impressive 4-floor administrative building. It is constructed of white marble. The corners of the building are dominated by tall towers capped by minarets with onion-shaped domes. Wide stone stairs spiral up to a central porch from the sidewalks that flank the central boulevard. The main doors are bordered by intricate carvings and an ancient alphabet. They are cast in bronze. Standing by these are 2 Dupari lancers. The windows are covered by intricately carved stone screens.
Okay.
Okay. So you go in there, and there's a woman sat behind a desk.
Hey, we'd like to see the hetman.
She looks up from a book that she was reading. Ah, right, yes, and you are...
Karak.
Okay, she writes something down. And who are your friends?
Silas.
Silas. No last names. Very superhero.
What the fuck? Silas of Moonsea.
Of Moonsea. And who else do we have? What about you, Dave?
Malia Herfaron, and this is Canis.
Malia, Herfaron, and
Gesture
Canis
down the hall.
Lupus.
Very superhero.
Oh, okay. Is he tame?
Yeah, sure. He hasn't attacked anyone yet. He just is curled up on the floor, sleeping in the shade.
That's usually a good indicator, dear. And you are little yellow man.
Whoa.
Hello.
Hello, and your name is
Zoe Tetsuken.
Sohei Tetsuken. Common spelling? Okay, yes, Tetsuken. Okay. Well, if you'd like to take a seat over there, I'll be with you in a minute. And she picks up a piece of paper and wanders off. It's very strange. She just asked who you were, not why you wanted to see him or anything.
Okay.
Oh, we should have maybe name dropped Haman, but no more.
He probably already knows.
She comes back about a minute later. If you follow me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. She takes you back into through a couple of offices, what appear to be offices with desks and scrolls on them, and takes you through. And in a finely appointed wooden-clad room, there is sat behind the desk this gentleman. Quite a dashing-looking man, strong-looking jaw. He hasn't got the camel in the room with him. Please, take a seat.
Sit down.
Thank you kindly. I'll take a
So,
seat.
what can I do for you? I hear you're new in town. I've spoken to Aman. He says you might be here to to help us.
Yes, indeed. Ammon has entrusted us with a task. We need to head out into the deserts.
We understand that we might need some passes to get past some of the guard posts.
Yes, pre-prepared here, and he slides across what looks like a leather pouch, like a document pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Slides it across there, pre-prepared. They'll get you through anywhere right up to the White Palm, where you'll have to make other arrangements. But yeah, I can't thank you enough. I hear you've been and got camels. What did Quatron charge you?
It was 5 gold for the initial rent of the camels, and we have paid 7 gold for the supplies that we need to venture into the desert.
Right. Yes, fair deals. We have such a great bazaar here. Such good people. Yes, we can't have you paying for that when you're working on behalf of the whole peoples of the desert. So, and he digs into a drawer next to him, pulls out a bag and puts it on the desk, and it's got obviously a pouch of gold, and it's got 30 gold in it.
Oh, the temple thanks you.
Sorry, that needs to be...
It's gone. He's whipped it up and it's up his sleeve. It's up his sleeve and gone before anyone could even blink.
Right, an eyebrow. So have you decided that how you're going to head out over North Knife Pass? A man tells me you're heading up to the ruins of Volpazar. It's been a long time since any human has trodden those dunes.
What? Why? Is it dangerous there?
It's arid. You'll understand.
What do you know?
So are you heading out with the caravan, or are you heading out alone?
We will go with the caravan to start, and maybe we can pick up some useful local information. And then when we are near where we need to go, we will peel off from the caravan.
Well, if you're going with the caravan, you're going to have to hurry up. I hear it leaves within the hour.
Oh.
That is fine. We are all ready and packed to go.
Well, all I can say is you speak to the head of the Dapari Guard, Ashok. He is the captain. He'll be accompanying, because of your special mission, he'll be accompanying the caravan this time. With him, you will have 12 Dapari Lancers as protection. They can take you as far as the other side of North Knife Pass. It's the least we can do.
I hope he fares better than the last captain.
Your meaning?
He doesn't mean anything. He's drunk.
Will we get any trouble from these
I am not
Rurundi
drunk.
out there?
You're always drunk.
Well, when you strike out on your own, maybe, but when you're with the Lancers, there will be no trouble.
How would we deal with them if we met them, Wood? Are they
Well, a man tells me you're experienced adventurers. I'm sure you'll come up with something.
Uh-huh.
Tell
I
me.
just wish you the luck of the. I can just wish you the luck of the stars.
You sound like someone we know. Do you have a brother that works in the inn?
Well, yeah.
Well, thank you for your kindness and assistance.
Well, no, I think our thanks should be with you. Yeah, may the desert winds blow fair for you.
Fair enough. We'll hope to see you
Okay.
We will be on our way.
when we come back.
Okay, so you go downstairs, and already, as he said, on the road outside the administrative building, you can see that the wagon train has already pulled up with the camels on it, from the Sam Voyagers Guild. There's people bustling around it. The Dapari Lancers outside there as well, and their captain seems to have them all rounded up. He's talking to them. He's quite a distinctive, harsh-looking fellow, and he's giving barking orders to his men, and they start to form in formation around the thing, and he rides over to you. So you're our great heroes, are you?
Remains to be seen, man.
That's what we're being called.
The desert is dangerous. Be careful. With that, he just turns his horse around and rides off.
What a nice bloke.
Starts shouting orders.
Have we got our camels and equipment?
Okay, yeah. You notice that all the equipment you bought to your specification seems to be on the back 6 camels.
Very good. Oh, sorry. Very good.
And where is Jack in this arrangement? Do we know?
Yes, he's in with those camels. I'm not sure where. You will.
Okay, 30 seconds. Be right back.
I'll wander around till I find him.
Okay, yeah, he's there. He's in the lot of them. He looks at you, and you obviously, even though you've not got the spell active anymore, there's definitely a recognition in the eyes.
He's glittering his eyelids. Jack,
Sorry, did Neil just go AFK?
He did, yeah.
Just quickly. I think he's getting.
Right, let's just wait for him.
Mm-hmm. Jack.
Okay, perception rolls.
Ooh.
If any of you make it, you'll just have to tell Neil when he gets back.
Perception. Damn, wish I had some more.
Okay, so hey, you're the only one that notices it. But looking back up the street towards the temple at the end and the white palm in the distance, looking west along the street, you can see a fat Mar standing on the steps looking at the caravan, and he sees you looking and he nods his head.
I'm back.
You can tell.
I'll just give him like a 2-fingered salute from the temple.
Welcome back. Okay, are you doing anything for about the next 50 minutes before the train goes?
No. Oh, just for clarity, I'm in my white desert clothes, and Rolf has got his robe on.
What about the rest of you guys?
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Anything you think we might need that we haven't got?
There's bound to be something.
Make sure we got enough water
Have
skin.
you bought your passports?
Okay, so the water skins themselves, you've got 1 water skin each, and the water skin itself is already tied to the saddlebag, is made of leather, stitched. It looks, when you prod it, you can tell that it gives way, but it's obviously a very robust exterior. And you reckon that it's about 2 foot deep and about 3 foot long and about 2 foot tall in a kind of a rectangle. It's massive. It holds a lot of water. And you've got 1 of those each.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm going to reply my... Go on, sorry.
You reckon that you don't know how much water you're going to need in the desert, but you reckon there's probably a good couple of weeks there.
Good.
I'm going to apply my hood thingy that I bought,
Mhm.
but before I do that, I'm going to tear a strip off of the bottom of it, and then tear that into 4 pieces and tie those onto the bottom of Canis's feet so he doesn't burn his pads.
Oh,
Nice. Good thinking.
Hey, Captain Ashok, how long is it going to take us to reach where we're going?
North Knife Pass, it'll take us about 2 weeks to traverse it.
And how far from there to the ruins of Pazar?
Looks back over his shoulder at you almost, as if you're being a bit of a pest. He's got a job to do. Well, to the ruins of Pazar, long since buried in the sands. To the area where they used to be, it's about another 3 days.
Okay.
It's about 2 weeks, 3 days in all.
2 weeks, 3 days. Excellent.
Assuming we don't run into anything dire, I think we'll be okay.
Anything dire wolf.
Did you get a rapier? You want to get a rapier before you go?
Should I get that before I go?
Right, pop it in and see if he's got one.
Okay.
Run down to the bazaar.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
run down to
about
the
40
blacksmith.
minutes.
Run down to the blacksmith.
Okay, he's there again.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, morning, you again. I've
Yes.
not come up with any throwing knives overnight, sorry.
That's no problem. I'm after a rapier now, if that's possible.
A rapier. Finesse weapon.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay, he goes round and goes out the back and rummages around, and he comes out with, and yeah, here you go.
Thank you very much. And how much would that be, kind sir?
That will be. Tell you in a second when I looked it up. That'll be 25 gold, please.
Okay, no problem. I'll hand over the gold.
Okay, mark it off your sheet.
I will. There we go.
25.
Do I need
Do
to
they
add
have-
that, or have you added that for me?
Do they have parrying swords in D&D?
I don't think so.
I'm sure dual wielders used to be like you could have a parrying sword.
You need like I suppose you can rely on fighting. No, you need like fighting styles or stuff from your. You can
Yeah, I
have.
was thinking for when she gets it, because we're probably going to level up once we're in the desert. But once we're in the desert, maybe she's got a dagger she can use for an offhand.
The only thing I could think of is like abilities from your class which allow you to do stuff after you've, like add to AC after you've done shit and things like that. That's the only thing.
Okay, so you get your rapier. Are you heading back? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll run back and catch up with everyone else.
Okay, there's about 5 minutes to go.
It's good job I ran.
Okay, so it comes to the appointed time, and you notice Ashok. He walks to the front, speaks to the person who seems to be leading the caravan, and he looks round and shouts, "Tamai, Tamai, Shama, Shama!" And the wagon starts rolling, and the dust from the sand being kicked up by the camels starts to envelope like a low-hanging smoke as you head off into the dunes. And I think we'll call it there for tonight.
We're fucking off.
Oh, excellent.
And you all gain a level.
Hey, even more excellent.